We are live. Welcome, everyone. Oh, Tiggy's having a nap, so I figured I'd show you guys him. He's a lot prettier than me, you know. He's having a nap, and oh, look at them. And I only have Wi-Fi on my tablet right now, so I can't go live on my reading channel, but that's okay because I have to get some work done on this channel. So I just uploaded a video. I actually was doing some I always take things in stride. Like when things happen, there's a reason for it. So I woke up and there was no internet. So that's because the bill has to be paid. But because my son was out of work for a while, and he's been gifting me that every month is paying for my internet. So I was very blessed to have him do that, but I didn't realize that um, he hadn't paid the bill, and or else I would have paid it myself. So anyway, so it's time to take a review of my life. And there's something I've been putting off for a while, and that is going through all of my folders on my computer. So and make some videos that I been putting off for a long time. Like I used to make like videos and then I would not make the actual video, like not make the edit, not do the editing. So I have a lot of videos to make. And then today I went to check to see what videos I had. And then I noticed one video where I was walking with my dog and I had to share that with you guys. So I made a video of that. I don't need internet to edit my videos. So I can still edit videos. So I can it's time for doing the things that I've been putting off to do is making those videos and cleaning up my computer. So I made that video and it was kind of ironic how I predicted what's going on in the world right now, us fighting for our freedom and not allowing the government to really domesticate all of us. And because then, they will have to take care of us. And really, the way I was speaking about that, check out that video, anyways, that I just uploaded. And it's kind of funny how all that stuff is happening that I was talking about while I was walking in nature. And when I do my readings, my oracle cards, they always tell you, like that nature wakes up your spirit, wakes up your intuition, it wakes up your spirit, it wakes up your passion, it wakes you up going out in nature. And then you think about all these things that you would like to have, all these changes that you would like to make or have happen in the world. And I never posted that, I don't think. And so I thought right now was a good time to post that, but I've kind of tricked some people. Some people thought that was the now. Well, it is happening now. It's kind of ironic, but that video was recorded about 2.5 years ago. Um, so yeah. So I hope you guys, you know, uh, get something out of that video too, even though it's me walking in nature. But I want to start doing that more again. I want to start doing that walking in nature more with my doggie. And she's right here beside me. She's right here beside me. She's my little guide doggy. Yeah, she makes me want to go. She wants to go to Pencil. Yeah, she'll love it when the snow goes away and we get to start doing it again. Right? Yeah, her nails are good. We'll keep them short, and then when we go for a walk, then you'll get them nicely walked off too, and you'll keep them short that way. You star. You just star? Okay. Not on me. No, no, no. She always wants to climb right on me. Okay, no, no. Get down. Get down. You're not a puppy. You're like a big dog. It's like this is like having a what do you call those dogs? Saint Bernard, and then they climb all over you. It's like she is heavy like one. She's very heavy. But look at her little puppy face. Hold on. Sorry for all the movement, but it's so hard to show a puppy face. Okay, you're too close. Dude, you're too damn close. Okay. Your puppy face? You got puppy face? Oh, this is my big baby. Oh, the big baby. Yeah, the animals love they all love baby talk. They all love baby talk. So if you're in here, come and say hello. Yeah, it's I got like my paints here. I got some books here studying. Like I've been doing some studying and stuff, and I got my Bible here. And also been making some cards to do crime solving and missing people and stuff like that. I'm making my own flashcards for that. So that's will help you like to do that kind of readings and stuff like that. And when I eventually start doing that, because I am drawn to that. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's what I've been doing. And there's Tiggy again. I don't know where the little kitten is. I'm gonna maybe turn the camera around. I don't know. Well, smoke on. Somebody in here that would like to have a 420 with me. Let me see. Turn this camera on. My eyes are so terrible. I have to like. There's something else I have to do. Make some phone calls. I have to call my worker. My eyes are bad. Camera. Yeah, Tiggy's just chilling. All right, here I am. Hello. Hello, hello. So if somebody wants to come in, I'll drop the link so you can come up. More. Post a comment. Okay, so I'll post the link if somebody wants to come and chat. These are the late night inspirational chats. That's what that's what it will be. It's late night inspirational panel. I made some coffee. I've been nocturnal. I've been sleeping kind of like having a long nap during the day, but like waking up in the evening. Hey Richie, long time no see. How's it going? Cheers. Cheers, coffee time. You'd have smoke. Did you see my video I just posted? Tracy said that. Tracy said in the comments that it reminded her of Snow White. Snow White. Is it Snow White? Yeah. Walking in the woods. Walking in the winter wonderland. No, that's a spring. Yeah, spring. Walking in the spring wonderland. Not yet, LOL. All things. I'm doing good, except for I have no internet, so I can't record any live readings on my other channel until I get my internet back. Right now, I'm just using Wi-Fi on my small channel right now to upload videos, and I have to kind of play some catch up on my video making. That's what I have to do, and that's why I take everything for a reason. You know what I mean? Like when something like that happens, there's a reason for it. I got to start doing videos. I got to start doing going out in nature, recording more videos. I got to start taking my son out driving, like letting him drive, practice driving. Hey, hey,
Howdy.
Kenneth. How's it going? Welcome to the
Oh,
channel. Hey, your
thanks for
shirt
having me.
matches my hair.
Thanks for having me as always.
Well, thanks for being here as always. And like, I have very limited access right now. I don't have access to my big channel right now.
Oh, you don't?
No, and I don't have access to watching it on TV either, like watching YouTube on TV either. But I have it on my tablet. But I just got sick of watching on there, and my head gets sore from like looking at the small channel watching. I was trying to connect it to my TV on. I don't know. Before it never had a problem when I was connected to my own internet, but now that I'm not connected to my internet, I can't connect my YouTube to my TV. It's weird.
Yeah, I've been busy hopping from channel to channel and
So did
answering
I
messages
seen that? Sorry.
and answering messages and things like that for the Helping Hands for Cruising cruisathon that happens later on today. And by the way, today I forgot. Today, actually, my dad just hit his 72nd birthday today.
Well,
It's
happy birthday to your dad.
he's he's been an hour already into it, so it's already past 12 o'clock, so it's already 1 o'clock here. So
That's what time is it here? It's 1:13 here too.
yeah, 1:13. So
Yeah, that's what it is here. That's awesome. That's awesome. Happy birthday to your dad.
he's over asleep right now. We're trying to go to sleep.
And you're so busy, Kenny. You're always helping everyone. You know,
Yeah,
you're definitely an earth angel.
I I'm gonna be running a lot of cruisathons this coming weekend. So
Cruisathons. That's the channel, or that's what the things
well,
that you're doing.
that it's a cruisathon to help out. The cruisathon is it's it's a series of videos, or I mean of live streams to help raise uh, funds for the Helping Hands for Cruising. Helping Hands for Cruising, what it is, it's a Helping Hands for Cruising is a charity organized by the Down Under Cruisers, Sean and Alana from the Down Under Cruisers. Uh, they're from Australia, and they it's to help the less fortunate who has never had the opportunity to ever take a cruise in their lifetime.
Oh wow! It's
And
like Make a Wish.
I was actually chosen their first recipient this year to take my very first cruise in October of 2022.
That is something great to look forward to, Kenny. That's awesome.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's your birthday month. It's your birthday month.
October. Well, actually, I'll be September 27th. I will be turning 28. So, at when I go on my so when I go when I go on my cruise in October, I will have already turned 28.
Wow, that's awesome. So happy for you, Kenny. And
Thank
since
you.
I've known you, you have worked your channel every day. You know, you're taking it serious, and I see that. I see the people that take their stuff serious, and you know, I really support all of the people that really are trying all the time. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy to do what we're doing. We didn't even have a clue until we started, did we, Kenneth?
No, no. I actually, what I found out is how to grow. I found out by going to other people's channels, introducing myself, and just getting myself out there, and uh, that's how I grew. And then going up on people's panels, and I've learned that if you want to be a friend, or if you want a friend, you got to be a friend. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You got to be what you want others to be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to give the same energy back, like the same positive energy. Like, you know, you can't just always have like you know, we all have to have a variety, and we all have to interchange with each other. Like when someone's down, there's got to be someone that brings them back up, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, let's go. You know, like that song I was channeling today is called Born to be Wild. It's called Born to be Wild. And it's the what I was channeling in the song, it was like sometimes people don't know that they would enjoy something until they kind of like, think it's their idea. And then they try it and then they actually had a good time. And that's kind of true. It's kind of like reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Head on the highway, looking for adventure. Whatever comes my way. And it's a lot of like messages in those lyrics, you know what I mean? Kind of accepting what comes your way, but just like enjoying the ride of life.
Yeah, I'm still listening. I'm just trying to reply to this message.
It was just kind of wild. Like I had no internet when I woke up, and that was kind of what I was channeling. Like, just live kind of like with the flow, like live with whatever is there for you, live within your means and figure out whatever whatever curves life throws at you. Just kind of like figure out how to swerve with it, or kind of go with it. Go with, kind of like water flows, emotions, love. Go with it with love. And when I say love, I mean like compassion for others, having a kind heart. That's love. That's what love is. Being kind to others and to yourself. But yeah, that was my little speech. I'm done. So, did you get to go to the meetup?
I went to the Q22 meetup, yeah, which is
Okay,
courtside
so
meetup,
sorry.
which is the courtside meetup. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I thought you went there.
that was a blast. Hey Troy S.
Troy's here.
And
Let's see what Richie's saying. Richie's saying, "Oh no, I would join you, but I'm shy." No worry. You shouldn't be shy. And you can always turn your camera off, Richie, if you want to just be up here and then just shut your camera off and then just talk with us. And your mug looks cute. Thank you. I got that for Christmas from my sister. It has three little snowmen on it. I finally broke it in.
that is a beautiful mug.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice big mug. I like my mugs nice and big, so I don't have to refill them that quick. Good morning, sunshine, folks. Howdy, howdy, doody, Cass and Kenny.
Hey Troy. Hey
Do you
Troy.
want to come up?
We need to do one day. We need to do. Me and you both need to do a private chat on Facebook Messenger, cause I need some help on trying to figure out that link we was talking about the other day about me doing that. Um, the TSA pre-check, the TSA pre-check, because I want. I because I tried to fill out that thing and it wouldn't let me. And I tried to call the TSA, and they wasn't much help either. And she sent me some information through email, and I'm trying to make sense out of the email that she sent me. And I flat out told them on the phone that I was old school and I didn't do much online. I'm more into like
Direct message and stuff.
I'm more into like face to face or on the phone or something like that. Not doing everything online.
I know, me too. I'm the same way with email. I don't like sending emails. I like to send an email just to let that other person know my number. Here, now text me if you want something. Text me if you need something. You need some advice, whatever, right?
Yeah. Hey, Iva's journey.
Hey, Iva's journey. Hey, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the chat. And thank you. Yeah, anybody can come up tonight here on my panel as long as you're a good person and have, you know, have good intentions and stuff. Yeah, come on up. I'll post the link again if somebody wants to come up. Let me know. Troy,
Well,
why not? Troy
the
can come up if you want.
the thing about that is, Troy, I'm going to be so slammed this weekend. I'm not going to have time for anything else but the cruisathon, and maybe some sleep here and there. Not much.
You need to focus on your fun. Yes. Heading down the highway.
Yeah, I'm gonna be yeah, I'm not gonna be getting much sleep, hardly.
I used to say I'll sleep when I'm dead. But I used to say that. You know, I have a hard time going to sleep because I have never enough time in a day to do what I need to do, what I want to do. It's like time is of an essence sometimes for me. It's like I don't have the patience to like get it all done at once. And oh, sometimes we just need help, but we just can't get it. And sometimes we think we all have to do it all by ourselves. Like we have to do every part of it. Like being a YouTuber is a lot of work and you need a few people for that. To be a good YouTuber, you need a few people. You need partners. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Uh,
need someone to hold the camera. You need someone to edit. Because
yeah.
you're the creator, you know, you're the one that's making whatever you're recording. You're already doing that part. So you're already the creator part. So you need someone to do the videography so you
Yeah,
can
we
have better
did it.
video.
Cause I still don't know how. I still don't know nothing about the editing stuff. I really don't.
Well, you know what? We could actually do this sometimes, like even on Facebook, you could call me and we could video chat and I could just like make a video and you could just sit there and watch me. And
Well,
I don't know everything yet either, but I know the
Join
basics.
us. Yeah, I see. I bought the editing program. I bought the full version of it, so I don't have to ever buy it again. It's called the. It was. It's called Fieldmore Go, and
I haven't heard of that one yet.
yeah, it's a Filmora Go, and you can download it on a tablet, a phone. Uh, I think you can even download it on the PC.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm using iMovie.
but anyway, she showed me a few things on how to do it, but my problem is that I have a problem with comprehending, remembering stuff, and and I thought about maybe trying to see if I can get her to like get like pre-record her showing me things, and I can
Like
post
step by
that.
step.
Yeah, and I can post that video up on my channel, and that way, if I get to where I'm stuck or something, and I need to edit it, going back and edit the video or something, I can go back and look at that video and follow those steps.
So I've been thinking about making a video like that. So you would just basically you would start like so there would be like little clips. So they would be like every step that you do, they would be just like the beginning of it. Like, okay, this is how you do this. And then skip to the next part. This is how you do this. You wouldn't want to sit there and watch the whole time, you know. You just want the initial information on how. That'd
Mm,
be how. a good video would be, I guess, right? And I was thinking of making one for like everyone, you know what I mean? All the people that are questioning how to do that, right? Like just post it on YouTube and let people watch it.
Yeah, it's
Like there's adding the clips and then there's adding the video, I mean the music, and then there's adding the attaching them. And then there's like cropping them, you know. That's the easy part on the computer. I don't really know how to do that on the phone to crop things.
yeah. Uh, well, I know Joy Bless Life. She edits everything through her phone. Uh, she does everything pretty much through the phone. I mean, she does her filming, her uh, I don't even think she hardly uses the PC except for maybe to do her live streams.
Yeah. But maybe a laptop, like, cause I have a hard time with that kind of stuff
Of
because
course,
like it's
I
everything's
do
so
remember
soft.
her saying, I do remember her saying too. She also downloaded that Filmora on her PC too. So I guess she does do editing on her PC. But anyway, I know I've seen her do it through the phone as well. So
Maybe if you want to just like attach the video clips together, that's easier to do probably on the tablet than other things. Like, you know, if you really want to get into and like really, you know, fix this area or, you know, or warp this area, you know, all those weird things that you can do with those things, you know, add different colors to it. And hey, Naj, welcome, welcome. Do you want to come up and chat?
hey Nosh.
This is the Night Owl chat.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ron Darrell. He usually goes live around this time.
I haven't seen a lot of people go live lately. There's like a lot of people I think are like on a pause right now.
But yeah, I
Yeah, so there's big things going on. It's this convoy freedom thing is becoming worldwide now. It
mm-hmm.
started in Canada. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah. I but yeah, I'm really looking forward to our main goal for I think um is to see for the cruisathon this week for the cruisathon this weekend is to see someone else to be able to go on the cruisathon or to go on a cruise next year.
That'd be awesome. I you know, I wish it for someone that, you know, that has never been able to, you know, do a lot of things at all. Like, you know, somebody that's pretty much been a hermit hole their whole life because of
Yeah,
things that has been stepped in their way.
yeah. Well, I'll get to meet Troy S. He's flying. He's flying with me this second time. This second time that I fly, you know.
That's awesome.
He's flying with me this time. So um and he's not gonna be going on the cruise, but he's flying to Miami from the Tri Cities with me this time. So, uh, but what I'm trying to do is, speaking of pre-check, I'm trying to get through that TSA pre-check stuff, so I don't have to go through the regular TSA where they make you take everything out of your pockets, take your jacket off, take
That's hard for you because you have limited mobilities and stuff.
Yeah, well, I told I told they wanted to take my belt and suspenders off at the when I
Oh my
went there.
gosh.
I
They
said,
would try to undress me?
I
What
said,
do you think this is, a strip show?
I told him, I said, no, you don't.
Say, I'm in the wrong airport. It's like you're in the wrong chat, wrong airport. Get it?
Yeah, yeah. I said, they said you be sitting down. I said, I don't care. My pants will still fall. And I
Say,
said,
my stance is staying on.
yeah, because I didn't want to be seen on camera, and I knew that they'd be seeing things that they didn't want to see on camera.
I'm famous, but not that famous. Come on, guys. Only YouTube famous. Come on. Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Chat,
So
chat. Kenny was in the wrong airport.
yeah, I just yeah,
And what's not see?
I didn't know that was my very first time ever flying, and I did not know you had to go through all that stuff through the TSA or anything. And I also learned too, you can't have nothing. You can't have nothing over 3 ounces uh, going through there either. If it's over 3 ounces, they'll take it.
What, cannabis?
Anything is like toothpaste or deodorant or anything.
Oh, that stuff, like your regular,
Essential stuff,
Wow.
that
Oh, hope you feel better.
if it's over 3 ounces, if it's over 3 ounces, they will take it. And
That's crazy.
you can't have a pocket knife or a fingernail file or anything on you at all going through the TSA.
They're really cracking down. Nosh says
Yeah,
not feeling good. Feel
yeah,
better.
I'm feeling better, Naj. The thing about it is, the thing about it is, it's been like that since 9/11. That's the reason why they're so. That's the reason why they're cracking down.
Well, you see so much every day. There's something on the like. I subscribe to a couple news channels just because I want to see what's going on in the world, right?
Yeah.
And there's so much stuff every day. Something bad, really bad happens, and it's getting worse. It's so sad. But who else? What did Troy say? I am gonna teach Kenneth how to jump out of an airplane. Nice. With the parachutes.
No, not really. He's not. He's not gonna really teach me that. But hey, Killer B. Hey, Will the Rocker.
Where's Killer B? Did I miss somebody?
He's in the chat there.
How do I don't see you? Oh, there we go. I see it now. Okay, my chat was way up. Okay. I gotta catch up on the chat. Wow, we actually have a chat today. We have a couple people in here. I'm sneezing with my allergies while I sending you positive energy and healing energy from the what is this, like seasonal allergies? Spring?
Well,
Spring is here.
it's getting ready to head into spring here for too long.
Well, Will, I guess you are like the sign that spring is coming. Your allergies are a sign that spring is coming. That's the upwards of it, or the the better thing of it. Hello, Killer B. I see you now. Hello, everyone. Will says, yes, the airplane are very strict. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and two, if you got and that yeah, they make you take everything out. If you have a carry on bag, they make you take everything out of that carry on bag, everything out.
Well, if I want to travel, I got to make sure I got there's cannabis stores wherever I go because you can't take I'm sure you can't take that over the plane, like over in a plane and stuff, even if it is medicine. The cannabis,
Yeah,
they probably be like, no,
you have to put that
sorry.
in your. It's best. I've learned it's best if you're gonna put stuff like that, medicine and stuff, and even personal hygiene stuff, or anything like a fingernail file or a pocket knife or anything like that on you. It's best if you put that in your checked luggage. Because
I've
that's
only went on a plane once, so I really don't know all of the processes. I can't remember. It's a few years back now. It was strange because I was really like I couldn't sleep the night before.
yeah, and
I
put
was so
and put
excited.
your and also uh, put your electronic devices other except for your phone. Uh, put your electronic uh, put your electronic devices in your checked luggage as well. Otherwise, um,
Is that like your carry-on bag? The check luggage, is that your carry-on bag?
no, your carry-on bag is what you take on the plane. Now, the checked luggage is like what they put underneath the plane.
Oh, okay. Personal hygiene items is what Kenneth is talking about. Yeah. So yeah, they really so you have to have like minimum, like you get a little toothpaste, like little one, and then
Yeah,
you
it's
get
got
like
to be.
a little,
If you're going to carry it on, it's got to be travel size.
yeah, little small one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for missing any names. Oh, you didn't. I mean, you're fine. Not that many people in here. My chat's pretty slow.
Hey, Meg.
Anybody? Hey, Will, do you want to come up? You feel like coming up, Will? Or anybody else? Naj, come up. Whoever wants to come up, come on up. If you have
Naj
some
says
inspiration.
Naj says Naj says she was feeling sick. She wasn't feeling too good.
Right. I know. My chat just jumped. Everybody say hi. I don't know where I was. Did I miss some? Will agrees with you, Kenny.
Yeah, I know, but I tried that. I tried getting on the Wi-Fi on the plane, and it doesn't work half the time. It wouldn't. It
So
says it won't connect anyway. Even though it says you can't, they do have Wi-Fi, and that's what turning my phone on airplane mode, and it doesn't work. So it'd be to me, it's basically pointless to get on. It's basically pointless to get on to try to get on the internet on a plane.
yeah, because you're supposed to have it plane on silent mode or whatever, plane mode.
Airplane mode, yeah.
Yeah. But I have a hard time seeing these chats. You can't take cannabis. You need to buy it. Yeah, you got to buy it out of the dispensary when you get to where you're going. Can't bring it across, even if it is a container like the ones I have, like this one I just got today. It's real legit. The container it even has the seal of approval there. See,
Yeah.
and Mag is in here. Hello, Mag. Welcome, welcome. I'll post the link again so if people want to come up. What it will say, you can have a laptop on a plane. Oh, and then just chat, just jump. How do people do it when you can have a laptop on a plane? They are driving,
See,
but driven by GPS technology.
I had my phone on the plane. I just turned it on airplane mode, and I had no issues.
Yeah, yeah, you can't bring anything like that over the plane. Only medicine from the actual doctor. But would you be able to do it if if you had like a card that says that that's your medicine? I wonder that. But it doesn't matter. Most places are illegal now anyway, and if they're not, they're gonna be. You just gotta treat it the same, you gotta treat it like with respect, because it is a plant from our creator and we're supposed to use it when we need it and how we need it. We're not supposed to abuse any of it. Same with alcohol. We're allowed to have it, but we're not supposed to abuse it. We're not supposed to lose our mind on it, you know? Everything is in moderation. Everything that we have in this earth is for us to enjoy in moderation. I don't think so because not at all not all states allow it. No, that's what I mean, but it will be eventually. They're going to realize that it's so not dangerous to have marijuana, more dangerous to have everything else, you know. They should worry more about the opiate crisis, and they should also worry more about the amphetamine, whatever that thing that's killing people. All that drug that's killing people, fentanyl. They really need to crack down on the fentanyl because that's how my brother died, and he didn't even do that kind of stuff, so someone killed him. So you know what I mean? I seen a video of an officer basically touching something, and then he went into a shock. He went into like an overdose shock right there. The world is so unsafe anymore, and they need to make it safe for us again and get all that stuff off the street is what they need to do. That should be their main priority. They shouldn't be fighting us over our rights. They should be fighting for that. Troy is working things out. Thing got an appointment today. So
By the
one
way,
last
I did share out your live stream. By the way,
won't be homeless. Yeah, it's not good. Like, I've actually experienced homelessness with my kids. Well, pretty much homelessness. Still have my car. I could still go stay at a shelter that was very deadly. The air in the shelter was deadly because I got sick within a couple days sleeping in that shelter because the cold air that was going into the bedrooms and damp cold air would make you sick, right? And I got pneumonia, and we got into a house just in the nick of time. Me and my kids got into a house. We were homeless for 3 months because I left a bad situation, and there was either lose my kids or get the heck out of Dodge. So yeah, I've experienced homelessness with my kids and two animals, a cat and a dog. So that wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. And last night before I got my apartment, I stayed. Me and my son ended up. One of my sons was at his dad's at that time. And the other son and we stayed in the car. We slept in the front seat, just like like laying our seats back and slept in the front seat on the street in front of someone's house, my sister's house. And then when next day we got into the apartment, I just went in there and it was open view. You could go in there and view it. And I called the person up, said, "Yep, I'll take it." That's how we got our place. What did Trey say? No, no cannabis. The feds will will bust you after you get to the state. Visit a dispensary in the legal state to get. Yeah, that's what you have to do is like go to any place. I just want to I want to visit places that legalize it. I don't want to go visit. And you know what? Those people that don't, the countries that don't legalize it, they're gonna miss out on a lot of people wanting to visit there. I agree with MJ. Really helps pain, and it should always be legal. Even animals, Caesars help. Yeah, you know that, Will. You know that, and you watched it with my cat. My cat used to have epilepsy and seizures, and then I started giving it CBD oil for animals. First, it started with the human one because that's all I had. Someone gave it to me, and then after that helped, and then I went and got him a little bottle of it. It was $50 for a little bottle. But you know what? It does help him, and now that he's had that breathing problem, it's helped him with that too. Because 'cause I've given it here and there for him, and it's getting better for him now. And yeah, I could say a lot of good things about it, like, I could tell people all the things that it helped me with. Mostly helped me with my mind. My mind used to go like, not crazy, but, like, my mind used to overthink every single thing, and then it would exhaust me. It would exhaust me trying to analyze everything. I was a big analyzer. I always analyze everything. I'm learning more to trust more, and I'll know the things I need to know. Right, Kenny?
Yep.
So what else do we got to talk about? Somebody else got to come out and give us some more things to talk about.
Yeah, I got told people this last time from flying. I did things a little differently the second time on the second flight on the way back home. On the way back in, I put all my electronic devices except for my phone in my um, checked luggage, and not I didn't have a carry on. So,
Uh,
but
I only went on the plane one time and I had like a whole seat to myself.
yeah,
I don't remember much of the plane ride, like the plane ride. Plane ride, I slept. And the first part of the plane ride, I slept. We went to Alberta, my mom and I. My first time traveling was with my mom. It was kind of interesting, but enjoyed the plane ride, but I didn't enjoy my visit because it was just not the right time.
well, Will, the truck is still in the shop. It's been in there for over a month now. But the van, I've still got to figure out where the power steering leak is at. I haven't figured that out yet. I was kind of waiting to see what this weather's going to do because we've uh, been having some crazy wind and um, it's supposed to be about 65 today. So I'm hoping it gets there. But yeah, I sprayed some brake cleaner on that to dry it because it's awful wet underneath that A-frame. Underneath that A-frame and on them motor mounts and all on that motor and on that alternator. It's all wet underneath there, and I had to spray that brake cleaner to dry it up because even if I wanted to find the leak, I couldn't be able to tell where the leak is at.
Thank you, Meg. Thank you so much for saying that. And yeah, did Paula end up getting help?
She posted on her. I just blocked a troll for you.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even catch some. You were quick. So Paula's getting help. I hope so.
Yeah,
I want to
she
see her happy. She left the snow and now she's just ran into some more problems over there. Sometimes our crap follow us.
something
Follows
about
us.
her brake fluid. Something
I
about
thought it was transmission.
well, she posted on her community tab.
Did she still have brakes though? Like I thought it was just that her first gear wasn't
Well,
working.
here's what she. When I read her community tab, let's see what she posted here. Um, hang on a minute, let me find it.
Kenny, Will says you Kenny, thank you, Kenneth. You're the best I ever saw. Or oh, you're the best. I am very slow. Oh, I thought you said. See, I read
And
it
you
the
know,
other way.
this is
You're the best
something
I ever saw. It's like in the
she posted.
West.
Yeah, this is what she posted on her community tab for an update. Ambulance update. It's been a long day. My AAA wouldn't cover a tow. Steampunk Steve and Fritz, out there in it's near where she's at, came out and changed the fuel filters, but that's about as much as they could do today. The leak underneath the AMBO, which is short for ambulance,
Yeah.
is actually brake fluid. So that's a whole separate issue. I managed to get to a transmission shop in Lake Havasu, and it is not a problem with the transmission. Now I'm trying to find a shop I can get the ambulance into and figure out the problem and fix it. It could be a problem with my turbo that's causing the ambulance to go into limp mode. Fingers crossed that it can get fixed in a timely manner. Thank you all for the love and concern. There you go.
Well, if she watches my video, I hope that everything works out for her and that she gets it fixed quickly and she gets to go back on her adventure.
Yeah. Well, it's not the transmission, it's something else.
Yeah. Well,
And
whatever it is, I hope that she gets the right people to help her and quickly fix it.
the seven, but yeah. So I'm, but back to what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I sprayed that brake cleaner stuff all around where all that was wet underneath that A-frame and all that to dry that up, and so I let it sit for over 24 hours, so it should be dry now. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is crank it up and see and turn the wheel and figure out where that leak's coming from. I'm hoping it's just the high pressure hose and the return hose. And if it's the only other issue I know that it could be, if it's not that, then it's got to be that steering gearbox. And that's going to be a pain to change.
I used to want to do mechanics. Like my dad, he was a mechanic, and my son got into it. He went to college for small transmission repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has his thing for that. But he's not he right now he's doing construction. I think he just got back to work. He was out of work for a while because he had that COVID too. He got COVID and Then he had to take some time off, and then I think his work um, let them off for a while, or I don't know what happened. I think it was also with the snow and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say, the transmissions are extremely expensive. Yes, they
I
are.
I can tell you this: you can get a rebuilt. The cheapest you can get a rebuilt one is about $1,500. That's as cheap as you can. Because when I checked on a transmission for a vehicle one time, and they told me said I can get a rebuilt one for about $1,500.
Wow.
That's
Talking
as
about this, go ahead.
that's as cheap as you can go. It's either $1,500 or more.
Yeah. Talking about this transmission stuff, and we were talking about like me being homeless at one time, and it's all kind of fits together because my truck at that time I had a little Ranger, 5 speed, like 5 speed, shifting gears, and it almost didn't bring me where I needed to go. Like the first time I left, that wasn't the time I was homeless. The first time it was the truck. Like the first part of leaving was the truck. I almost didn't make it to where I needed to go because my gears got stuck. All of the marbles inside the gears, they were all mangled
Mm-hmm.
of years not taking care of it, and putting heavy stuff on my truck. The guy I left, he had put really heavy steel beams on my truck for his
Mm-hmm.
buddies to move it, and I told him not to use my truck. So that's why he messed up my transmission. But yeah, I made it to where I needed to go. I ended up selling that truck. I ended up selling that truck for a couple $100. That was a truck I bought from my brother years ago, and it was an American truck. It had instead of kilometers, it had miles, and it was cool. It was a little Ranger, and then I ended up with my girlfriend ended up giving me her Grand Prix, and that was the second Grand Prix I owned. I owned one before. She gave me her Grand Prix. I had that for a while, and that's where I slept in my car when we ended up being homeless for like 3 months, trying to move to another town.
Mm-hmm.
And well, and it was a town where there's a lot of like migrant workers,
Yeah.
and so it was a bad time because the migrant workers had all of the um, rentals. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's why I've been through a lot of things, and me and my kids, and we gotten through it. So having positive faith and having believing in higher power, it's always got me through it. Now I'm just here to teach others that, if you believe and you just believe that there is always someone bigger and better out there that can help. When you feel like you're alone, you're never alone. A lot of things in our life are just tests. You know, those are just our like lessons, like school. It's like our teaching, our lessons. Lessons are not a bad thing. Life lessons is our school. I always like that's what I used to put on my Facebook. I did go to school, but like I say that life is my school now. I learn more from life than I have ever from school. Yes, positive vibes are always awesome, and you know what? Our minds create our reality. And somebody else was talking about that in their channel the other day. I think it was Gracie Seeking Adventure, or it was Ava, one of the two. I think it was one of those two. And they were talking about mind over matter. Like when you're in pain, when you live with chronic pain, you have to learn to do the mind over matter thing. And that's when you realize how powerful your mind can become. But it takes work.
Mm-hmm.
Like the more you don't focus on something, like if it's something that's bothering you all the time, like a pain, the more you don't focus on it, and the more you focus on something else, the less you're gonna feel that. And that's with everything. That's with our emotions. That's with everything. Like, okay, so like emotions, right? Like I have a good example for that. So like, let's say I've had a hard time like staying positive in my mind in my life. And I remember from experience that there was times in my life where I was just, very, very angry about the world and stuff and whatever. And as soon as a child came around me, it was like instant happiness in my like feeling, like instant, like life isn't that bad. Look at that. Oh, there's someone here. And that's kind of like, stuff that keeps you going. Who's that? Oh, that's Troy. Troy. Hello, hello.
Oh, hey.
There you are.
I was down
You
there.
coming to have a sesh with me?
Yeah, I thought I'd come in for a little bit and stuff.
Can
Stick
you
my tongue
press
out at
that
you.
last? Can you press that last blank square there on the StreamYard thing? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
That?
I'm talking about Cass.
Oh.
She's the host of the stream.
Oh, you want me to change it around the banner? So you go to
Yeah.
options.
Yeah. Change
Okay, so I go to
to where it doesn't
layout. Okay,
Yeah,
layout, right?
layout. Yep.
Second last one.
Come in.
The last. There you go.
Come
That
on.
one?
There you go. Yeah. That one. That's a good one right there.
Come here, buddy.
Okay, thank you for teaching me that.
That way it doesn't look like we're half cut off.
Oh, thank you, Will. This camera doesn't really show the true color. The true color is really like orangey bright red.
You get what you want. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll one too. Whoever wants to be participant in that.
I'll date with you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, how's next week that we get together, Kenneth, and we'll work on that pre-pass thing with TSA.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Whoop, got another troll here.
2:07. Well, it is nighttime. It is 2 a.m.
I want you to answer a question for me. Oh, sweet.
It is in here. Is I think what's this one? No, I gotta read it, find it. Go ahead. I gotta find what I think this is.
But I got a question to ask Kenneth.
What's
as
that?
quick as he is knocking trolls out, whacking them, are you just as quick with flies? Because if you are, I'm gonna bring you over to my house this summer, and you can just knock out flies all the time.
Kenneth is pretty quick. I was like, I didn't even see that one troll that came in. I was like, oh, I didn't even see him. That's cool.
Well,
Yeah,
you'll see that one now on the StreamYard side, but
Yeah, that one.
But you have for some reason there is such a lag between the YouTube side and the StreamYard side that you have to wait a couple minutes before it comes up on the YouTube side before you can delete it off the YouTube side.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You'll see it on the StreamYard side before you see it on the YouTube side.
Yeah, when I come on like this, I just shut the YouTube off. I don't even mess with YouTube. I just stay right here on
The StreamYard.
StreamYard. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, if you go on the YouTube side, you have to you have to mute it, and you also have to like pause it and mute it, or else it'll interfere with the.
Yeah.
Or do like me, don't have the sound on your device at all, and just have the YouTube open.
Yeah.
On the live stream.
Yeah.
Was that sister? What does it say? Sister 19 LOL. Sister 19 LOL online. Oh, that's some porn site. Because you know what? My settings are not for children. Like I don't have like what do they call it? Parental settings. on mine because I don't have any children in my home, so I don't need to have parent. But also for what I upload, I can't have that setting.
Right. Yeah, the only kids I got are the dogs, and I don't see them getting on here and navigating the internet. So
So with having your channel set like that, you also get the trolls.
yeah.
The only reason I found to keep from seeing those a lot, and I've done this on mine, is putting it on subscriber mode only. And I've not had any issues ever since I put it on subscriber mode.
Well, tonight I kind of wanted it to come on here and just see who's out there, look for some new people to come in here as well. That's why I say growing channel, like, whatever, make friends with each other, whatever.
Come to me, new people. I want you
come
here.
to me.
Come to my channel.
Oh, Troy, did you see my last video I posted up?
I've watched a few today. So
I posted one from that I recorded like 2.5 years ago, and it's kind of like I predicted what's happening right now.
Yeah, and you were walking down the railroad.
Have a good night, Will.
Night, Will.
Good night, Will.
Yeah, you were walking on the railroad tracks. I saw that.
Yeah,
that was really neat.
I like walking on the tracks because it's there's no I don't know, it's better than walking like in the grass, in the tall grass, or in the field. To get to a bush, like we have to either walk on the track or we have to walk in the field to get to the bushes around here.
Right. Yeah. No, I go out here and I'll jump in. I got a 4-wheel drive. Kenny's seen pictures of it.
Like, what do you mean you have a four-wheeler? Like a four-wheeler, like, an ATV?
You know what a Humvee is? You seen a military Humvee? Have you ever seen a military Humvee?
Well, I've seen a Hummer.
Well, I've got a government surplus Humvee that I use as a farm truck. I can go practically anywhere I want. I just can't go scuba diving with it.
Why don't you turn that into your nomad vehicle?
The upkeep and the maintenance on it is just outrageous. Each tire has got a gear hub on it, and you've got to change the gear hub oil out every so often. Then you got the transfer gear case, and then you got the transmission fluid. Then you got the motor oil. Then you've got the brake fluid. Yeah, there's the ball joints have got to be replaced like almost every 1.5 years, 2 years, and
that'd be an awesome vehicle to go into the big terrains.
Oh yes, it is. That's why I say I get in it and I'll just go disappear somewhere. And
my mom's neighbor has a little Hummer, one of those mini size Hummers. And I was saying to him, I said, man, I've been looking for, that's what I wanted. I was kind of like looking for something like that. If I was going to keep my camper and hook my camper up to that and paint it pink or something.
Yeah. Look on my Facebook page and you'll see pictures of my Humvee.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've probably already seen it. Look how crowded this one here is. Look how crowded my Buster is.
Oh, let me show you what I got today.
That's because I'm hiding it from my son, but he likes to clean it out on me.
You hear that?
Whoa.
That's electric grinder.
Wow. Does it vibrate too? It sounds like it.
Well, hold on. Let me turn it on again and I'll tell you. Yeah, there's a vibration to it. Oh, yeah. Not much of a vibration, but...
Give your wifey a back massage.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what type of massage you're going to be giving with that.
Well, I was trying to keep it
PG.
Whatever you call it, G-rated.
PG.
I'm telling you, if y'all haven't learned by now, I'm sarcastic and just really don't give a duck
Well, you know what? At least you're using subliminal words and stuff. That's
Yeah,
how we can still talk like adults.
yeah, right. And I think it's kind of funny to talk that way, and I find humor in it. Finding creative ways to say other.
Yeah. Well,
other
you know what? When we have children, we learn that stuff. We learn how to talk in a way that
Yeah,
um their little minds are protected.
right. So yeah, and then yeah, and then the jobs I used to do, you just I don't give a
Yeah, I used to work in the bars, you know what I mean? I used
yeah,
to work in the bars. I know.
yeah. Well, what was that one guy said? He said, "Well, let me tell you something." Talking about the infantry and the army, he says, "I've personally witnessed these guys sitting around grilling, having a cookout, grilling, and they get ambushed, and the Taliban would start shooting at them, shooting at us." And he said, and the guy who was grilling would not stop cooking. And people would come out in their flip flops and underwear and start fighting. They don't give up about nothing.
Guess who's here? Guess whoho's here?
Ray,
Ray's
Hey,
here. Me and my rocks. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. What are you doing up so late or early? Whatever time it is there, I don't know. Guess it's like probably different
they're,
time there. It's
they're
2:14
3
p.m. here.
hours. They're 3 hours behind Eastern
Eastern.
Standard Time, so that would be
11?
let's say it's
Yeah.
2:14 here, so whatever 3 hours. Let's see,
Driving and listening.
hour, 12 o'clock would be 2 hours, so it'd be 11:14 there.
Mhm.
Yep, 11:14. Yep.
You're all.
Oh, it's early. He's driving and listening. Well, safe driving, safe drive.
Yep.
I don't have internet right now, so I'm just using Wi-Fi from somebody, and and I thought I'd come on here to let everybody know I'm still around and I'm good. I'm okay. I'm not losing my mind. I'm not losing my mind yet because I don't have internet or anything. As long as I can come on here still, I'll be fine.
Oh,
And then
Cass,
I'll
go ahead. I'm
focus
sorry,
more
Cass.
on making my videos. All right, cheers. Cheers, cheers.
As they say in
I made
German,
some
Prost.
Prost, or is it Astrovia in some country? Astrovia. Is
that
that
sounds
German
No.
or Russian? Yeah.
That
Well,
sounds.
I have
Prost is
Russian blood
German.
in me. I have Russian, German, and then I was born in the country of Mexico.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, Prost. Cheers.
Astrovia. Astrovia. I like to say that. I don't know why. I like to say Astrovia. Or chicharrones. I made chicharrones yesterday. Chicharrones is basically pork fried in oil, and you
Mhm.
can season it up to whatever you want. And it's so good when it's cold. I was actually going to go and get some in a minute and just like munch on it.
Where I grew up in the South, on the other end of the state that Kenneth is in, we called them fried pork skins, pig skins. And
Oh, mine have meat. Mine is
Yeah.
actually a
yeah,
pork line or whatever
Yeah.
you call it. Pork line.
the Mexican style has the pork on it and everything, and then
Mhm.
sometimes you could get it in the South there, but they always did the pork rinds there in the South, and I mean they would fry them up fresh and everything. And I've told this story once or twice. I'm so old. I remember when they were saying that we're going to have chitlins, and they would tell you we want these chitlins slung, and we want these chitlins stump whooped. that means you took the pig intestines you were about to cook, and if you want them slung, you slung them up against the side of the barn and beat them
Ew.
to
Ew,
tenderize.
yeah, I know the Spanish eat everything and it kind of grosses me out. Like menudo, oh God, no. I will never try menudo soup.
And if you
No,
want to, if
my
you want
stomach is turning as you're talking about it. It's like, there's certain
Okay.
things that Spanish people eat will never eat.
well, I won't tell you what
Joy
stump
from
whooped is.
Joy from Nomadic Rat Pack was actually going to send me some menudo soup.
Oh wow.
Well, you let me know if you like it. It's cow stomach.
Yeah, I know what menudo. He explained it to me. It's cow stomach and intestines and yeah.
You don't want me to get into things that I've eaten.
My
Cass
parents
will
used to
kick me out.
butcher our own. My parents used to butcher, so I know like even I won't even eat, the intestines that they make sausage with. I won't eat the intestine part. Cut the intestine off and rip it off. Yeah.
Now keep in mind that I was in the Army for quite some United States Army for 10 years. And keep in mind, they taught me to eat some really bizarre things. So
I guess if you're really hungry, you'd eat anything, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, we used to eat bread and mayonnaise, like the Spanish mayonnaise, the kind of orange kind of mayonnaise. It's actually good.
You can boil maggots like rice and eat them. It's a little crunchy, but
yeah. Listen, Troy, I have watched some survival shows. I know what some of those people out there eat.
Oh,
I've had some Rocky Mountain oysters.
Well, have you had lamb fries?
Lamb fries?
Lamb fries or lamb testicles?
Mm-hmm. Let's eat some huevos.
No, I've not had those, but I've had those from the bull.
Yeah.
Let
me tell you, I've had some bizarre.
So I'll show you my chicharrones.
Ooh.
Yes, very nice little carnitas. Or it's carnitas.
Yeah.
Carnitas. That's what it is. Carnitas is the right word for it. I said it wrong the whole time.
What's up, Ray?
Yeah. I've had Rocky Mountain oysters, and I love them.
They're not bad to be. I mean, lamb fries aren't bad either. I mean, there was a restaurant where I used to live in Kentucky that actually sold them, and I would order them every once in a while and have them. I mean, they're not bad. If you're hungry, you're hungry. I mean, and if it's the taste you like, we'll put some balls in your mouth and chew on them.
You're talking about teabagging now?
No, I'm talking about literally eating another animal's testicles.
I was in my 20s and I knew what that was referring to. And the guy I was with, he's like, "How do you know what teabagging means?" I'm like, I was in my late 20s. Like, how am I not supposed to know?
Excuse me. I'm a heterosexual woman. What do you expect me not to know about teabagging? See, what do you want? I could probably teach you a few things, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Because when you do it, you gain experience.
That's so funny. So Ray, if you did I sent Ray an email, just to connect on if we help each other out, everybody, like we said earlier, to Kenneth said, I'm not much of an email person either. So I sent an email to Ray if he wants to, collaborate or whatever. And if you did send me an email back, Ray, I won't get it right now until I get my computer back with my internet. But if you did send me an email, I did not get it yet. Hey, hello, Outdoor Adventures. Hey, Ron.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ron, Outdoors
Hello,
Adventure.
Ron.
Hey, Naj, do you know what Rocky Mountain oysters are? Really? I mean, seriously.
No, I don't know. Does
You
Naj
don't
know?
know what
don't
they are,
know?
Cash? You don't know?
Nope. I guess
Oh,
I've been away from the Rocky Mountains for a while.
Oh no, that's just the slang for it. They're actually bull testicles.
Oh,
what
so
they
that's
are.
how we came out with that conversation with all the.
And lamb fries are lamb testicles.
Ew.
Yeah. So that's
Ew.
how we came up with the teabagging conversation. Because I said, if you ever want to taste balls, just throw some in your mouth. Mountain oysters or lamb fries, and we went from there to teabagging. Good Lord.
Yeah, I don't like any of the seafood. The only seafood I like is I like fish, and it has to be non-smelly fish, and it has to be fresh. And I
Yeah.
like it battered and fried. My favorite is battered and fried. Battered and fried.
Yeah. I love low country boils because see, I didn't say that the southern way boil. I said boils.
Boils.
Bowl. But down in Georgia, when I was stationed in Savannah, Richmond Hills, Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield, we would go out to Richmond Hill and we would throw nets and catch shrimp, mussels, whatever else we would catch. And you just scoop up water out of the ocean, and we just set it on a fire, boil it, throw in what we caught, pull it out, and dump it onto a table with some newspapers and start eating. And I've always loved low country boils since then. Matter of fact, I did one for Thanksgiving this year.
I guess I'm kind of like a meat and potato, regular meat and potatoes. Like pork chops is one of my favorite. Chicken or pork chops or something with mushroom soup.
Yeah.
And those are my favorite meats. And then, I like ribs. I like fried ribs, or which is basically like the German way that they did it is like frying the ribs, just basically frying the ribs and with salt. That's good. And then I also like ribs with like sweet and sour. Like I like foods that have a lot of flavor, like meats that have a lot of flavor.
Right. Yeah, I love German food. Don't even get me started on that and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, if either of y'all ever go to Germany, learn this word, brochen. Brochen.
Brochen is a brocken.
Brochen. Brochen is bread, and Germany has some of the best bread I have ever had in this entire world. I have had pita bread made fresh in the middle of the desert. I've had tortillas slapped over a rock and cooked.
That'd be awesome.
But German bread just rocks. That usually has this crunchy, thicker crust on it, and then inside is just as tender as can be. Oh my god!
I am German. What do you think I make?
But the words
I do make that bread. I do make it all the time.
Brochen.
My kids don't usually eat bought bread unless we run out of bread, like run out of flour.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, German food is just a bomb. I love it. It's great. Now
that's what I miss about that's the only thing I miss. Like if I don't have all the ingredients to make it, that's the only thing that I miss is like from the German side of my life is that food. The Mennonite food, like the ones that Mennonites make. A lot of the Mennonite food is really good. Well, German Mennonites, the German Mexican Mennonites. They're different than the Amish.
Well, I think they all speak German or they learn German.
The Amish speak a different language than the Germans do. The German Mennonites do.
Okay. All right. But yeah.
People think they're very similar. Their way of life may be very similar. I mean, but their culture is totally different.
Okay. Cool.
So they may have some things that are the same. Like we have a certain things that is like our statement breads and stuff like that. Like we have this one bread, it's a spice bread. And same with the Portuguese, they have their own bread. They have Portuguese bread, which is Easter bread. It has all these spices in it, but we have that bread too, but it's different. Every culture makes almost the same thing but differently.
Remind
You know.
me, if we're on for a little while longer and you want to hear a story, remind me, tell you a story about Portugal.
All right, let's hear about Portugal. Are you Portuguese?
No, hell no. Now, apparently my DNA says I'm English, Irish, Welsh, Scottish, Norwegian, and Western European. So,
Okay.
wait a minute, let me back up. I left one thing out, and I do have some African in me. So, woohoo! So, I'm a mud of all kinds, is the way I look at it. So,
Me too. I
So
choose different times of my life who which culture I want to follow at that time.
yeah. So Portugal. Let me tell you about Portugal. So in the early mid 1990s, they told us, says, "Hey guys, you're going to Germany for a month and a half, 2 months. You're going to go over there and train in Hohenfeld, Germany, and play as the Op 4 opposing force." It's like, well, all right, cool, that's great. We're going to manifest here and jump into Hohenfeld. So what that means is we had to put our parachutes on, get all that stuff together, and that we were going to jump out of the airplane. We were going to fly from the States straight to Germany nonstop. They were going to fly over Hohenfeld, and we were going to jump out and land on a drop zone. Well, when we were out over the Atlantic, come to turn out, one of the engines decided to stop turning. So
That
they
is
said,
scary.
So they said, we're all in parachutes. It's like, well, open the door, we can get out. I mean, so
And then jump or crash.
yeah,
That
if you're gonna crash, open the door, we'll jump. We got parachutes on. But
save yourself. Don't worry about the plane, right?
that's right. But anyway, they decided
It's like people nowadays. They would like if they had a choice between their life and their cell phone, they'd probably take the cell phone.
Yeah. But what they did is they decided to land in the Azore Islands of Portugal. And they told us this, let me tell you, when we get off this plane and we take everything off, blah, 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 don't nobody leave this installation. Everybody's on lockdown. That was bullshit or bull crap. Because as soon as we got all that stuff off and we got all of our gear and weapons secured and everything, everybody was kind of looking around, and we kept seeing traffic just running through this place, taxis and all this other stuff. Well, finally, I stopped a taxi, and 4 or 5 of us jumped in this taxi, and we said, look, we want to go get drunk, take us somewhere. So he took us to this discotheque, this techno bar, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. And here we are, supposed to be on base, like everyone else, because when we get there, about the half of my unit is in this discotheque techno bar, all in there drinking and raising hell. And it's like, oh, must be okay. They're here. So we went in, we started drinking, having a good time and everything. Well, one of the things that we didn't know is that it was inappropriate to approach women, ask them to dance or whatever, or they just didn't want the Americans doing it or whatever. Well, after a few beers and flaming shots of B-52 and with
Those
Ouzo,
are good.
Yeah, just don't forget to blow the flame out before you drink it.
Oh, the beef? No, you mean the? Oh, you talking about?
No, they would
one.
make B-52 shots and then put Ouzo in it, and they would light it on fire, and you'd shoot that thing back. But After having
I
many
thought
of
they
those,
only did that in Canada. We only do that with Zambuca.
they did it back in the 90s. They did it back in Portugal. So,
We do it with Zambuca here. Zambuca is one that we do it with. Yeah.
but we were, was it Angie's discotheque? I don't know what the name of it was, Meg. Be honest with you, this was in 1994 when this happened.
I was 18 then. I was 18.
So, so like I said, either they didn't want the American males hitting on the women, or it was inappropriate, for however it worked out, or whatever. Well, next thing I know is a fight broke out between this woman and one of the guys in our unit. And then a few other people joined in, and they were beating on this guy, and we joined in, and we started beating back, and they started beating on us. Well, I remember when I got up to enter the fight, I stood up and I was knocked clean to the floor. I mean, wow. Knocked the crap out of me with a chair.
Wow.
And I was like, what the crap? And I looked up, and there was this woman, no joke, geriatric woman. She had a nasal cannula in, breathing oxygen through it, had a cigarette in her mouth, and was hitting me with her cane. And I got so tickled and started laughing at this. I was like, well, I just got knocked out by a granny in a chair. And she's beating me up with a cane now. Is she seriously breathing oxygen? And I mean, I just started laughing. I laying there. What was I supposed to do?
She was divinely protected. She put you. She's like, listen, son.
Oh yeah, and I mean, she did. That was funny. And I remember after the fight was over with, everybody went back to drinking. Nobody cared a crap about what was going on, and we left. And
I guess you got to approach that situation with women differently there.
Oh yeah, they don't take crap there. But we left. I remember when we left, they told us, "Oh, that'll be 75,000 whatever," because this was before the euro. They told it was like 75,000, whatever their currency was back then. And I was like, "Excuse me?" And I said, "All I got's American dollars." And they did a conversion. They come back and says, "Oh, that's $10 and some odd cents." And I was like, "That's great." How did 75,000? Yeah.
I say, I'm sorry it happened to you, but this is what people need to really think about, when they go to different countries, is what is it there? You have to really kind of watch and observe for a couple days to see what everybody does, to see what you're allowed to do, because that's kind of
yeah,
it's okay, so I don't know. I don't think this guy thought that it was okay to do that kind of shit, because I'm from Mexico, right? There was in the Leamington where I was working in a bar as a bartender and waitress, and I was working at that bar, but that night I went there, and everybody, all the guys there, they always want to bailar, quiere bailar. They always want to dance with you, right? Even if you're a waitress, they want to dance with you all the time. I always had to say, no. I don't want people in my energy like that, right? There was one guy I danced with, and he was a good dancer. Him and I danced really good all the time. But I went into the bar one time with a friend because I didn't want to be bothered by other guys, right? And I went in there, and I had a date. Just brought a guy with me just to be my kind of chaperone. And there's one guy, he was kept asking me, "Oh, why you don't date me? Why you don't date me?" And I was just like, do you want a sandwich? And he's like, "Oh, no." No, I'm good. Okay, well, then piss off. So he left me alone, and I known this guy for a while. He sat at the bar all the time. And then, because he was mad that I brought someone out of the guy there. So he thought, why you don't date me,
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so him and I, this other guy that I brought with me as a chaperone, we went outside for a smoke, came back in, and I was wearing tights, I remember what I was wearing. I was wearing white tights with a long sweater that was halfway down my legs. Like, that's how long my sweater was. And this guy swiped me with his hand, walked by me, swiped me. At that time, I was like brokenhearted, very angry girl. Like, that he messed with the wrong freaking girl. And this was a girl from his own country that he did it to. But I was, Canadian. He'd never expected me to be from Mexico. You know what I mean? And like, oh, it's okay. You didn't know it was that was bad. You didn't know. No, I turned around and I just kind of wailed the guy. I started punching him out. I'm not a physical person. I don't beat people up. But that day, I beat that guy up for every girl out there that he'd done it to. And I know I wasn't the first one. He swiped me between my legs with his hand like this. Swipe. And I just turned around and I started punching him. He was sitting down at a chair. I almost knocked him out. I kept punching him on the side of the head. And I was like, oh, better stop hitting him there. I might kill him. Oh, shit. And then I started kicking him with my legs until my legs got tired. And then I asked him, "Kirimas?" That means you want more. And then he said, oh, no. And then I said, okay. And then I called him a pinche puto. And that's a really bad word. And Ray probably knows what that means. And so... And he picked up his beer bottle at the boat to hit me again. I said, oh, you want more? And then the bouncer stepped in, and the owner of the bar stepped in. After that, though, I never had to fight guys off in a way like that ever again. When I walked into that bar again, I gained my respect. I had respect when I walked into the bar. People didn't do that.
Yeah.
They would talk to me respectfully, and they would offer me a drink or whatever and ask me if I want to dance. If I say no, they would fucking leave me alone. So I gained my respect in that bar.
Nice. They wouldn't have done that with that hand again.
No, I don't think he did it again to another Canadian girl that was from his own country, actually. So I'm a dual citizen.
Naj would have put that hand into a wrist lock and snapped that hand off.
Naj would be like that powerful sister right beside me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we don't need guys to fight our battles. We just need guys, to love us and, and be sweet with us, and enjoy and have adventures with us. We don't need them really protect us. We can really take care of ourselves.
There you go.
I don't know. I kind of blacked out, and I've never blacked out. That day, I did kind of blacked out, like when I was hitting them.
Yeah. No, that stuff happens.
And what was kind of funny, is that there was a cop they were watching that bar because there was a lot of shit going on in that bar. A lot of crap people try to do out there.
Right.
Anyways, I won't get into that. But there was someone watching that bar. And there was a cops watching right across the street, watching me beat someone up. They didn't do a thing. Didn't even come there. So this like Leamington, Windsor, Leamington area is like our most southest area. So it's like our mini Mexico, because there's like a lot of Spanish people there.
All right. No.
And other cultures.
That trip to Germany was messed up.
You went to Germany?
Oh, I've been to Germany 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even count how many times I've been to Germany.
I used to fantasize about going to Holland.
The Netherlands is neat too. You would like Amsterdam. That's somewhere you could
yeah. That's it. That is the one I was talking about. On the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Which movie I'm talking about? Where they at this diner, and then they smoke weed, these people, and then in the movie, and then they end up going on a mental trip to Amsterdam, and then they pretend that there's a picture on the wall, and they pretend that it's an Amsterdam picture, and they pretend that they're there.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you a little bit about Amsterdam. Don't walk in a coffee shop and expect to get coffee. You'll
What do you
walk
get
in,
there?
You can go into a cafe and get a coffee, but if you walk into a coffee shop, you better be prepared to get a joint, some hash, or a big nug. So, if you're walking,
Okay.
if you're ever in Amsterdam, the coffee shops sell the cannabis. They Some of them may serve coffee on the side because this is one of the things I love about Amsterdam. You'll walk into a coffee shop, buy whatever you want, whatever you're going to smoke. You can get a Coke, an orange juice, a coffee. You can get some Pringles. You can get a Snickers, whatever you want, kind of small like that. Well, once you purchase, you go on back and they've got couches and chairs, and you can just sit back in some of those places, grab a tray, get your grinder, and sit back there and roll and stuff your stuff and light it up and smoke your stuff. And they don't care. You just sit right in there and have conversations from people all over the world. It's kind of neat.
I would love to work in a place like own a place like that, like host,
Yeah.
be the host
Yeah.
in a place like that. I love it. I would love it. That'd be such a good friendship.
Yeah. And that's one of the
Right.
things, if you're going to talk about, you can't talk about Amsterdam without talking about the two vices that a lot of people in the world are just not used to. The Netherlands, and in which Amsterdam is in the Netherlands, has legalized prostitution, and they have decriminalized marijuana, which means you can go in, buy marijuana, cannabis, even mushrooms, truffles.
Truffles, chocolate covered truffles. Hey, chocolate covered mushrooms. That'd be something to think about.
You can buy it already in the tea form and go lay out in Vondale Park and drink your tea and swim in a ocean of green grass if you're there in the summer.
Well, they are talking about that here in Ontario or Canada or whatever. They're talking about legalizing the mushrooms and stuff like that.
Right. But this is what I tell people, even if you're not into, if you're not into cannabis, if you're not into prostitution, that part of their culture is always a great thing to.
You see, Kenny, we talk about you say the word and then look, there's a troll.
Yeah,
It's gone.
but actually go have interactions and conversations with these people, because it's really unique to learn their perspective on it. You'll get over there and you'll meet people who says, well, that's the nastiest thing I think about is cannabis. I'd rather keep prostitution before I would keep cannabis around. Then you'll find people that says, look, cannabis is the greatest thing in the world. Y'all can get rid of prostitution. Then you got
Everybody everybody has different views on what they think is right for them.
Yeah, and the Netherlands, that's just how they view it. They view it that it's simpler and easier to deal with if you legalize it and regulate it than spending all the money on having a war against it.
Okay, so like the same with the drug thing right now, like they're trying to legalize the places where people can safely do their drugs. Like when I say drugs, I'm talking about injecting and stuff, like those people. But that, like a lot of people are against it, but like for those people that daily do it, I would never do it, and I know what people. I've been with someone that did it. Okay,
yeah.
So I know what they go through, and it's an illness, and they should. It's not right for it's just like that. That's not right for everyone, because not everyone does that. Not everyone has that problem.
But
they shouldn't judge it. So if they don't know what it's like, if they don't know, they shouldn't have an opinion on it if they've never lived it or like been around someone that has. Like that's like with anything.
Right.
If you've never experienced certain things in your life, you should never judge it.
Right. And there's other countries over there, and I'll go ahead and spill some out for you. Prostitution is legal. throughout Germany. Just don't get in a cab and say Pumphausen, because you're going to end up in the red light district looking at some naked people hanging out windows. So
That just sounded funny when you say that. Just a funny word.
Pumphausen. Yeah.
Loser.
I went over with some friends one time, and they asked me, said, well, how do you say hello in German? And I said, Pumphausen.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, okay. So when we got into the first cab, they all said Pumphausen. And I mean, before we could get that door shut, that cab driver had taken off for the red light district, the whorehouse. And it was just like, oh Lord, here we go. Man, we pulled up and those guys were like, what? He said, Pumphausen. And they had finally realized I duped them. But yeah. But it's legalized there, and there's several other countries that prostitution is legalized in. Spain basically has, well, it's Spain. Cannabis is decriminalized in Spain, Portugal. Malta has legalized cannabis. Luxembourg is set to legalize this year, and Germany has said they're going to legalize this year.
Making myself a sandwich. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it Ray style, but not as like the hot stuff that Ray puts on his though.
I was talking about, do you have YouTube open? Because it sounds like you're getting feedback.
No, it's maybe because let me see what is. Let me see what it says.
Because I heard feedback as Troy was talking. I heard feedback because I know, like I was saying earlier, I do not have the sound on at all on YouTube, so I know it's not from me.
I think it was my son just speaking in the background.
Oh, okay.
Because he came in the kitchen and he was talking to me. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Because I don't see anybody. It's either that or it's because I put it on the stove.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got that's going on over there, but there's a lot of different cultural things when you travel, when you go different places. God, the Middle East, when I was over there, if you're left-handed, you're going to have problems. You don't wave with your left hand. You don't gesture with your left hand, or because that's the hand that they believe that's the evil side. And that's the hand that cleans their crack after they get through putting their excrement in the sand like a cat.
Your left hand is supposed to be your peer because it's purity. It's right to your heart, right? It's the one closest to your heart.
Go tell them. They see it as the evil side and everything.
Nars says avocado toast. That would be awesome. I want to get some avocado.
Yeah.
But our truckers are not moving right now, so I don't think we're getting any avocados delivered right now.
Yeah. But you couldn't point like the soles of your feet. You couldn't like sit back and point your soles of your feet at them or anything like that. And they told us when we were over there in 1991 or 90. This was crazy. This is the military for you and dealing with other countries. They told us, if you decide you want to change your mind, now listen to this. If you decide you want to change your mind, you have to give a 30-day written prior notification before you change your mind. So if you got to write that damn letter out that you've changed your mind, I think it's changed when you wrote it, not 30 days after you write it.
No, what I meant by sandwich Ray style is just like grab in whatever you want and grab two slices of bread and then just throw on whatever you want. Yeah. I don't have avocado. I would love to have avocado right now, but that would be actually really good with the the carnitas that I made. I'm just putting carnitas on there and want to be very simple. I'm just gonna throw my bread on there. Just gonna be bread and
Yeah.
carnitas. Basically, I just want to be simple today. I'm not even putting mayo on it or anything. I'm just putting simple. No mayo, no mustard.
Yeah.
I'm not always eating my meat, and I need to because I sometimes am low of iron, so I have to eat meat sometimes. Avocado toast is good, especially an avocado with homemade German bread, as we were talking about German bread earlier. Homemade German bread with the crusty bread with avocado is so good too.
I'm gonna be sarcastic here again. Imagine that, right? You know, we talked about putting balls in your mouth, and now here you go putting meat in your mouth. So
I'll share. There you go. Have a bite, guys. Yum. Well, gotta keep my mouth busy.
All righty.
No, I smoked one, so I get hungry. And I mean, after I smoke one, it's the munchies.
I know. I get the munchies too, so yeah, I understand.
Or appetite, or whatever you want to call it. No, I was laughing. You're still in the desert? Well, that's nice and warm. At least you're warm. At least you're still good without a, big, thick blanket and stuff.
The Mojave Desert.
I'm like drooling. I was just like almost drooling. I was like, wow, I'm hungry or something.
Ray, how far are you from Barstow, California, and Death Valley?
Yum, yum.
Because you talked about the desert's warm. It ain't always warm. I can promise you that. I got pictures. I got photographs.
Desert?
I've got photographs of snow in the Mojave Desert in Fort Irwin, California. There was snow on the ground in the middle of the desert in California. Yeah. Been there, done that.
Well, I guess that's how the desert gets it's water, right? That's how the ground and the cactuses and stuff get watered.
Well, they have storms during the summer. I've been there during the summer. Oh, sorry.
So does it rain there?
Oh Lord, yeah. And you better not be anywhere low when it rains. You better get up high because it's about to wash everything away. Because if you're down somewhere low where that water runs off, I'm telling you, I've seen weapons disappear. I've seen Humvees get submerged. I've seen all kinds of crap. So, but yeah, it snows in the desert. Don't ever think that it doesn't. It does. Been there, does.
He said, Ray says it's about 3 hours away.
Yeah. Yeah. He
To your question earlier.
If he's south of Fort Irwin in Barstow, yeah, he's going to be warmer. But I'm telling you, I've been to Fort Irwin multiple times. I've been there in November and January, February, and several summer months. And I don't like being there in the winter. I'd rather be where there's snow, to be perfectly honest. If it's going to be cold, let it be cold and let there be snow. If there's not, I don't want to be out there in all that wind and waiting for the sun to come up and just sitting there shivering and waiting for about an hour or two after the sun comes up and start going, oh, thank you for the warmth. No.
But the air, because it's there's like mountains too, right?
Yeah.
And the air must be a lot more fresher, like a lot more like pure.
I don't know, but I don't know about that. I mean, it's out there in the desert. It's dry. Your sinuses will dry out and crack. I remember many times just pouring water in my hand and snorting a little bit of water up in my nose just to get my sinuses to where they would stay moist.
Keep a Vicks around. Keep some Vicks with you.
Oh, you need more than that. It's the desert's really unique. I remember the Mojave Desert, and we used to tell guys as
I'm in
well.
California. See, I want to move somewhere where that's like where I can get like oranges off the tree and mangoes, even bananas.
Just take a trip to Italy. I can tell you exactly where to go. Go to was it Cornelia? Cornelia, Italy, and there's 5 little towns, Cinque Terre, the Cinque Terre in Italy. I got a video on my Instagram where I walked out my apartment door and there was a lemon tree right there. Then there was basil, rosemary, and all kinds of other stuff that was just growing right there. And then once you got out to like the end of the little patio area, you could turn back and see the Mediterranean Sea because it sits on a cliff, on a mountain cliff above the Mediterranean Sea. And it's really neat.
See, we have bananas and we have a greenhouse now in Ontario that grows bananas.
Mm-hmm.
But it's in a greenhouse.
Right.
San Diego. You know what? I'm gonna do some Google traveling. You know how you can do that? You on your computer and the big screen and you go photo view at a place and you start walking the roads and you can kind of like get a feel of it. Like before you go somewhere, get a feel of it before you go there.
Yeah. Yeah. San Diego, that's way south. That's down at the almost to the southern tip of California.
The southern mountains are always calling me.
No.
Look, I was born Chihuahua.
That's what you told me the other time.
Mm-hmm.
So down there where they make the Chihuahua cheese and the Chihuahua doggy come from.
I think it's a myth that the dog actually came from there. Maybe Ray can confirm that. Maybe he knows more about it than I do.
Well, I mean, I would guess that it comes from the Chihuahua area of Mexico. Seeing that they gave it that name, but.
So Ray, I have a question for you. On your videos, like on your intro, I used to think that was like your friends, all the different guys jumping all over the mountains. I thought that was like doing the different activities. I didn't know it was all you. Is that all you? All like Evil Ray, DJ Ray, and Good Ray? I'm just wondering because I was like, wow, they're like, you guys are like twins or triplets or whatever, however many. But that's pretty cool video. It's really good video editing. There's a lot of gold mines and silver mines in Chihuahua. Yeah, a lot of them are dangerous though. I think a lot of them are just dangerous, and mines, I wouldn't want to go into a mine. I love crystals and stuff like that, but and gemstones and stuff like that. But the way I would want to do that is go to beaches and find those, like go rock hunting. I know I follow a few rock hunters on YouTube, and I should probably like get in contact with them and like have a meetup somewhere in Ontario. And like I know I want to go to the Amethyst mine. We have in St. Catharines. I think it's in St. Catharines, Ontario. we have an amethyst mine. I want to go get
Cool.
some amethyst on the beach there.
Hmm.
They are loose everywhere there.
That would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth, you
And
got a little
because
bit
of
of
what I
drool.
do, I can send them to people, you know.
Kenneth, you got a little bit of drool coming off your chin looking at those tender girls. So
What are you looking at, Kenneth?
No.
I'm just teasing Kenneth. He's over there messing around with his phone. I told him he got a little bit of drool hanging off of his chin from looking at those
I
girls
shared
on
a
Tinder.
picture out on my community tab of my dad and storyteller Donnie Willard.
Cool.
When I first met storyteller Donnie Willard. For those of you who don't know who storyteller Donnie Willard is, that is Joy Blessed Life's other half. And he does
Okay.
a lot of painting and things like that. But anyway, I shared a photo of that on my community tab to wish everybody to help so everybody can help wish my dad a happy, blessed 72nd birthday. He turned 70.
Yeah, everybody put some
Seventy-
hearts in the chat.
72
Some birthday
today.
cakes.
He turned
Sorry.
72 today. He's been at it for a couple hours now because it's already 3 o'clock in the morning here. So we've been at it since 12 midnight.
So Papa's celebrating the birthday, huh?
So happy birthday to
Is he
And his
asleep?
your dad.
He's sleep, but he's
So he's celebrating his birthday. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
have to get I'll have to get over to your Facebook page and wish him a happy birthday.
He just turned 72 today.
Wow.
Happy birthday's in the chat for your dad.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. How's a drunk say it? Happy birthday.
Oh, speaking of lemon trees, I'll show you mine. I'll show you guys mine. Oh, sorry. Wrong one.
Let me turn the camera off. Let me show you mine. Turn the camera off.
I have to hit settings. Don't talk with your mouth full.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, man, my eyes are like, I'm seeing double. Like, my eyes are like all like up.
Are you
I have
tired
to
or
turn
did you
this light
sleep too much?
No, my eyes, they do. I have astigmatism, so my eyes go cross. Like, they have a hard time focusing.
Gotcha.
So here's my lemon tree.
Sweet.
I grew her from a seed.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting some new leaves over here.
Nice.
New leaves right here. And here's my avocado trees. Talking about avocados. Look, my baby avocado trees. I got 2 of them. I also grew these from a seed. So here's this one. I'm really liking this one, the way it looks. And I got it under a grow light.
I'll be back in just a moment.
I can't show you those ones too much because they'll mess with my video. And then I got these ones, arrowheads, like green corner. Oh yeah, I gotta shut the light off. Let me shut the light off. And that's my window. My window is full of plants. Okay. I'm unplugging it. I need to learn how to set timer. See, with God, all things are possible. See my sombrero hat? I got 2 of them.
Troy must have left.
Who left?
Troy.
Did he? Oh no, he's shut. His
His bubble.
camera. His camera shut off. But he's still here.
Yeah.
I'm turning my camera. Hang on. I'm probably gonna get out of here soon, maybe. Let me. How do I? Oh yeah. Yeah. So hopefully my new glasses will be better. Hopefully my new glasses will help me see better. I am going to allow them to put bifocals in them, and then they're going to be invisible bifocals. So come on, get up here. Man, my hair looks really pink in this light, but it's not pink. It's actually red, but in this camera, it looks pink. Literally looks pink.
It looks
Yeah.
pink. To me, it looks
It
like
does.
a purplish pink.
Yeah. Yeah, amethyst. Yeah, amethyst mind. I want to go to an amethyst mind. I appreciate all of you guys coming to hang out with me tonight. That was cool. And yeah, I was wondering what I was gonna do. I really did want to just talk to people tonight. I just and I'm like, and you know what? I needed to not sit in front of my computer. That's what I needed to get away from my computer, because when I do those long readings, like when I do for all the signs reading, when I do 12 readings, my legs get really swollen. My legs get really swollen, and so that's from sitting in one spot.
Yeah. Being sedentary.
And also, and also,
Look who's in.
I heard,
Wait.
I watched this guy named Dr. Mike, and he also said that you can get blood clots from not moving your body. And like my mom's had blood clot, and like I've lost a friend that was in his 20s, got a blood clot, went up to his brain, and he died now. But he survived his aneurysm, but he's not here with us anymore. But he was very young.
Yep.
And he worked out all the time. So I take that stuff serious. Who's in here? Somebody new.
William's in the house.
He's not new. That is actually William Hughes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 1117.
Peace Dragon.
Yeah, he had to change his name to that because he got hacked on the other account when he had.
Okay. You want to come up? Would you like to come up, William? We'll stay for a little bit longer, and then
he's very talented at drawing and things like that. He's really good.
He's got a very creative imagination.
And he's also empathic. Excuse me. He's also an empath. He's very empathic.
I guess Meg went to bed.
Meg, you still here, Meg?
I hadn't seen
I
her
need
for
to
a
find
while.
out.
So what I wanted to do is, I don't know if I should do it, but like I want to make myself a deck of cards to help me solve crimes and stuff. You know how tarot readers, spiritual light tarot readers, whatever, they all make their own deck of cards. It's like book writers or whatever, they write their own books. Well, we write our own cards, right?
Okay.
So we can write oracle cards. We can write criminal cards. You can buy criminal tarot cards nowadays, like where you can actually solve crimes. And well, if you're guided and if you trust that you're guided, then you trust what comes out of the information, and you only know by experience. And in my experience, I'm guided to do these things, so I just follow what I'm like. If my guide say, slow down, maybe it's a little bit too much right now, then I know that it is. But slowly, it's not like overnight, but like slowly you write them. And you write them with your own experiences. Kind of like a book. Like you have to wait for the story to play itself out for you to be able to write the story. And the same with like writing cards. If you're making oracle card, whatever you want to call them, what's another word for it? Cards, anyway, flashcards, whatever. If you're making those cards, you have to kind of like write the cards to the questions that people have, the logic information that's out there. And like I've been following some of the cases of like missing children. Like there's a few of them, like that Summer Wells and that Montgomery child, and there's another one that I've really like have followed the case, and I don't know, it can't hurt. Like someone told me to do a reading on the Summer Wells case, but I was like, I don't really want to get into it because there's already a few readers doing readings on it. But the one thing, and I don't even need to do a reading on this because I already have this one question for everyone. And I've never heard any of the main reporters or like the main people, the interview room and all of those people, I've never heard any of them ever talk about that part. And I am a little bit of a psychologist because like I think a lot about the mind and stuff. So I go deep like that. And the one thing that no one asked is that there's this one video of Don Wells making a video. He also had a channel, but making a video of where everybody's thinking that there's this abandoned building right down there, down the hill. There's this like abandoned shack that they have there. There's something that way. There's something, I feel like if she is not alive, she's somewhere around there. She's somewhere around there. But the reason I think that is because he was contemplating something. Because he was making that video and he wasn't saying anything. He would point the video down the hill and then he would point the video at his daughter. And this was before she went missing. And then he would point the video to his daughter swinging on the swing set. Mm-hmm. And then back down and then to the swing set. And then back down and then to the swing set. Like contemplating something, trying to figure something out. He was planning something, basically.
Right.
So that's why that was like, it's heavy shit, man. Like all that's my only question is what was he doing? What was he doing at that moment? What was he thinking about? Because that could be the answer.
Having to take medicine, Troy.
Yeah. Sitting here getting
because people have really, really, really messed up this case by all of the crap that's going around, all of the rumors, all that stuff.
The doctor said I was really messed up and I need a bunch of meds.
I need to smoke one. Still driving? Driving.
Yeah.
Driving. Dan didn't do anything this to his daughter. Stop spreading. No, that's my one and only question is what I'm saying. Is that everybody else's question answered or had all these other questions and like I've been watching it, so I'm like, that's my 2 cents. And I don't need to do a reading on. I just have that question for everybody out there. Have they thought about that? Got to look at all areas. Can't just rule somebody out. Unless you're one of his trolls, then I guess Kenny will take care of you.
Pow.
Feel free to get rid of Lisa Marie if she wants to be a BITCI. I'm not gonna say it. Because I just mentioned, see, I knew there was going to be somebody watching. They all do. And some of them are trolling me just because I watched and haven't even commented on any of the freaking videos. I go by the facts. What I hear from facts, people that actually have facts.
Here. Let me make some Polish people mad. You know how you confuse a Polak?
Okay, no problem. You had your, you had your comment about it, and you have your right to your opinion about it if you feel like that's what you feel. But don't accuse me of spreading rumors because I'm not like that. Okay.
I think that's just the supporters. All it is.
And all Cass is trying to say is, where she's into the tarot and that part of life and into those things, that she has this feeling, this sense, something's letting her telling her, hey, this is.
Yeah, something is pointing out. I'm not saying. I'm just questioning what was he contemplating.
Yeah, so it's not like she was spreading rumors or anything, I don't think.
Yeah, and anybody that knows me knows that I do for the highest good of all.
So, yeah.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Troy.
You're welcome. Hey, you know how you confuse a Polak?
How do you confuse a Polak?
You stick them in a round room and tell them to go pee in the corner.
Comedy is always good, Yeah. Laughing is good for you.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing another coffee.
Okay. So, Kenneth, I want to let you know I put you by an emergency exit so I could teach you how to jump out of that plane.
Yeah.
Nah.
We're flying Delta this time, right?
Yeah. We're going to fly Delta the whole way. We'll fly Delta from Tri-Cities to Atlanta. And then we've got like a 2.5 hour layover in Atlanta, which is going to give us more than enough time to get wherever we need to go. Even though Atlanta is a huge airport. Yeah, we'll have enough time to get where we're going, and we'll probably have time to stop and eat if we want to, and then we'll jump the next flight there in Atlanta and go down to Miami, and then it's
so
Sean.
You're getting a hotel here in the Tri-Cities, aren't you?
Do what?
You're getting a hotel here in the Tri-Cities, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you where that's at. Megan and Nick D.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are going to drive down from Kentucky, pick me up at the airport, come get you. And then I think they're looking at Airbnbs, and they're going to rent an Airbnb or something. And I'll probably split the cost with them, and then we'll stay there that night or in a hotel. And then they'll take us to the airport the next morning. They'll go back to Kentucky, and you and I are off to Atlanta, Georgia for 2.5 hours. So.
Oh,
you guys will have fun.
You're not going on the cruise?
No, I'm not going to go on the cruise. I'm going to get you to Miami.
No, I'm talking about they're not going on the cruise. Megan and Nick D.
No, they're just coming down from Kentucky to, so I don't have to rent a car, and they're going to be our transportation. So,
how long will I be in Miami before I'll be there?
We'll get there the 13th of October.
I'll get there the 13th of October.
Mm-hmm. We'll leave Tri-Cities on the 13th, and we'll get into Miami that afternoon on the 13th. So you'll be there for the pre-party or the pre-cruise party, and on the 14th. And when y'all head to the cruise, I'll head to the airport. So
You'll head to the airport back home, won't you?
yep, yeah, will. Yeah, I'm gonna come back here. It's like I told Sean. I said, look, I went in the Army for a few reasons because I'm not a strong swimmer, and I don't like floating in water. I'd rather have my feet above the ground or on the ground. So I'll jump out above it.
I feel yeah.
So I'll jump out of an airplane to where I'll go splat on the earth. But
I'll leave the boat leaves out on the 15th.
yeah, I'm not much in being a buoy out in the ocean. Ding, ding, ding.
And then after I get back on the 23rd, I'll be heading back to.
Well, you'll be headed to Disney World.
And I'll be heading to Disney World after that. So
are you going to do Universal Studios while you're there too?
I think I don't know what Lorraine's planning on doing.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think my tablet just quit.
Well, that'd be cool. That'll be cool for you.
It's gonna be my very first time ever in Disney too. So.
Yep.
Disney, eh? Is there much going on in Disney right now?
Oh yeah.
Is it back open and everything?
Yeah, they're advertising on television here in the States for come and see us. Our business is down. We need to make more money. Please come see us. So
you guys watch what's his name? He videotapes like all like movie scenes like that where movie scenes were.
No,
I haven't watched him. I forget his name, but yeah, he videotapes all that stuff. My battery is low. So that means I have to go plug it in, and then I have to get off of here. So.
You can still have it plugged up while you're on the. You can still have it plugged up while you're online.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to plug her in, and then I have to switch position. I have to be in my room. Okay. Let's sit you guys on the bed here. All comfy on the bed there.
I would love to be able to meet you in person, Naj.
Kenneth.
I would love to meet you guys too.
You've got two guys in her bed right now, you and I. Can you believe that?
Where are you, Naj?
Naj,
where are you at?
Naj is in Florida.
Oh, Naj is in Florida too?
Yeah.
Cool. What part?
I have another friend that's a YouTube friend. I don't think she is. She's a. I don't think she uploads videos or anything. But I have another lady friend that's. She's in Florida. She sent me a picture of an orange tree, and I'm like, wow! I was like so excited when I saw that.
You have a very comfy bed, Cass.
It is.
You said. You remember? You said, "Let me put y'all down here, down on my bed."
Like, yeah, I know. Did you guys like the way it felt? Cozy and comfy.
It was nice and comfy. Sure was. And warm.
Lisa Marie says, "Happy Valentine's Day, everybody!" Early. Happy Valentine's Day to you, to Lisa Marie. I used to know a girl named Lisa Marie. Do you know me, Lisa? I used to know a Lisa Marie.
Happy Valentine's Day, Lisa Marie.
Happy Valentine's Day, Lisa Marie.
But this one right here.
Actually, the Lisa Marie I know, I used to be her nanny.
How long do you think it's going to take before Danny and everybody finds out that you and I were in Cass's bed?
Don't start rumors, man. Don't tell anybody, man. Don't tell anybody.
Kenny's gonna be in all kinds of. They're gonna be messing with Kenny pretty bad when they watch this video and find out he and I were in your bed. So,
I know. I'm always inviting everybody into my house too. The trolls come in, and the trolls try to sneak in, and they're here too to my house. I have to try to keep the
Yeah.
trolls out of my house. Oh my goodness!
you working toward that pineapple, aren't you, for that cruise?
Oh, pineapple! Pineapple sounds like Florida too,
Well,
or
you do know-
the tropics, whatever. Oh yeah, my phone is now on the side, sideways. You guys are all sideways now. Well, you're not sideways, but I mean my phone's the long way. There we go.
Oh my god! Do you know the inside joke about the pineapple, Cass?
No, I think I missed some of that back in when you guys were all talking about the pineapple in the chat.
Let me
Tell me
catch you up
about
on
it, you
pineapple.
guys, because
Apparently, I'm not an expert at this. I don't know about this. I just heard about it and everything. But they say if you're on a cruise and you walk by somebody's cabin room and their door has a upside down pineapple on it, all you need to do is just knock on the door, let yourself in, and just start getting naked, because they're going to be in there locking legs and swapping gravy with you too. You're going to get involved in all
they're
that
ready,
stuff.
eh? So
Apparently, it's
that's
a
symbol?
swinger symbol. It's a swinger symbol. So that's the inside joke between Kenneth and I right now about the pineapples. He's working on his pineapple badge.
the upside down pineapples. I kept
yeah.
going one.
Wow.
Kept going one, Linda. I actually had to explain to her what that actually meant. She looked it up and she had no idea.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I never will forget that. I never will forget Darian's first look when he looked it up on
I didn't know that. Now I got to go find out who the swingers are.
Yeah, that's been the inside joke about Kenny going on this cruise. They're telling him, says, now look, if you see those upside down pineapples, they've been teasing him about don't go in those rooms, don't knock on those doors, or, about he's going to get there's Ron, who's
Ron Sees America.
Yeah, he's been jumping around with. He'll show up with a live pineapple or a real pineapple on the live, and
that's him.
They got
Pineapple
him
Man.
good in Mayberry.
yeah,
They got him good in
Pineapple
Mayberry.
Man.
And when a bunch of them went to Mayberry Campground,
mm-hmm.
the Water Girl Family Adventures, several others. Water Girl Family Adventures took 10 pineapples down there to Mayberry because they were going to head that direction. And
Oh
It's so very bad.
and I think he wound up with over 100 and some pineapples.
my God.
Wow.
Oh.
Do you want to come up, Ray? Do you want to be on my show? Do you want to be on the late night show?
Hey, she could have 3 guys in her bed then.
I know. We're talking about pineapple. Naj can come join too.
The more the merrier, right?
And then,
somebody's here.
at the M21, Travis at the M21 snuck a pineapple under Ron Sees America's pillow. Talk about Travis from Dream on Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
They snuck a pineapple under his pillow.
See, William wanted to be on my bed too.
They got a video of that on their channel. You can go back on their channel.
All right, when I get my internet back, I'll do it. What is he? What is what? Can someone read that because I can't see that?
I saved a kitten.
Trapped in a McDonald's
box today. Left her left front leg.
That's awesome. You saved a kitten today. You keep saving those kittens and. Are you gonna come up, Ray or Nosh? Invitation. What did Nosh say?
We're just all hanging out in Cass's bed, you know.
Yeah. And I gotta close my one eye so I can read the chat.
How's William?
Or maybe take my glasses off.
Well, there was one night we had a conversation that William didn't know what Kentucky jelly was.
Yeah.
Noah says she's sick and she's gonna contaminate us.
I said, I don't think you want to eat that.
Nomadic Rat Pack told him, says, I guess y'all use bacon grease up there. Oh, gosh.
Oh, you're still driving? Okay. Well.
Sorry, William. That's a great memory.
Driving. Well, I'm glad that we're your entertainment tonight.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry you couldn't find better entertainment than us though. Like we're just a bunch of silly people, can't sleep or whatever, or sleep during the day, whatever. We're on different times.
Said something about eating it. I said, I don't think you want to eat that.
I think I told him it spreads real good on a biscuit.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and KY jelly ain't really good, but you can do what you want to with your Kentucky jelly. Do what you want to with your Kentucky jelly.
You guys crack me up.
We had to explain.
It's okay, Lisa Marie. I forgive you. You're forgiven. No problem. We all have opinions,
Yeah.
Had extensive teeth. Very.
And progress.
But
yeah, William likes to talk to us with signs. Hey, William, you should write some cards. You should make flashcards. You should make flashcards.
I got one for you. Here's a little one you can put on the card. When I was young, I had no sense. I whizzed on an electric fence. It shocked my stick. It shocked my balls. It made me poop my coveralls.
Oh, Kenny, poor Kenny. His mind is getting all corrupted.
If he's going to be around me for 2 or 3 days in October, he's in for it.
But get used to it, eh?
Yeah. There's a lot of things I don't talk about or stories I tell on here of things that have happened because
stories that we have are probably too graphic for YouTube.
Well, some of them are just too racy. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I got out of the Army in 1995 and I became a firefighter paramedic. And if you ever want to see some of the most bizarre crap in your life, go work in an emergency department or work on an ambulance. I promise you, you will see things that will just,
Yeah, I'm sure there's
I mean, and when
what was
I'm
going.
gonna run, I'm gonna run through a short list,
Everybody was loading. Everybody was loading a minute ago.
and I'm gonna run through a short list of some of the things I've seen. I've seen first and second degree burns to somebody's butt and butthole and colon with a burnt rodent in it.
Oh my God.
I have seen plastic Coke bottles sticking out of vaginas.
Well, we'll use subliminal words. Because we kind of keep it clean, you know what I mean? This is still, hey, yeah. Fairy's here. Weepy Willow.
So
Renee's here. No,
I've had people who thought, well, talking about colons, I had a guy one time with something that was still buzzing in him stuck in there, and he had to have surgery to get it out. So yeah, I've had a person walk up to
I don't even want to know how that got there.
I had a person walk up to me one night in the wee hours of the morning and said, I just had a seizure. And I'm like, no, you didn't. What kind of seizure did you have? They said, one of the violent ones. I said, no, you just did not have a violent seizure. And you're out here walking around with your handbag and meeting me as I get out the ambulance. You should be what's called post-ictal. Anyway.
Wow. So you guys have to like take care of a lot of people that are just.
Oh, hold on. So she was 34 years old. She opened the side door to the ambulance. She walked in. She sat down. She got on the stretcher. And we asked her what was wrong. She told us that she had a seizure. This debate went on for a little while. And she finally went fine. You want to know what I was doing just before this happened? My boyfriend ate my taco and I went crazy. Couldn't stop shaking. I had a seizure.
Oh
and I'm
my
like,
God.
no, ma'am. I'm like, ma'am, no, you did not have a seizure.
You had an OG. Wow. She was unaware of what that was. She's like, what the? Well, the first time I had an OG, I'd be like, what is that? I was like, what was that? Can we do that again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah. I was 29 when I had 2 children, and I was 29 before I had my first OG.
My wife was a paramedic and she's an RN now. You had a guy with his thing stuck in a PVC pipe, didn't you?
Tacos.
Yeah, 82 years old. And he had his thing stuck in a PVC pipe. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
Yeah.
That reminds me of that movie, American Pie.
Oh,
where he gets it stuck in a musical instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch that show, that Lady Susan. She was a late night lady that talked about the SEX word. They talk about sex.
Yeah. So there's quite a bit that I have seen that I can tell stories about, but they're inappropriate for YouTube.
Well, yeah, and a lot of those things I'm sure was probably very embarrassing for those people.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't judge anyone. Like I wouldn't do any of those things, but I'm just saying
yeah, it was crazy. I've seen some crazy things. So
and sometimes people don't go having.
What?
Oh. Hey, Kenny's the host now. Kenny's in charge. We can blame it all on Kenny.
Whoa!
Blame it on.
Where you just left?
Yeah. Yeah, but there's all kinds of crazy crap, and I'm telling you, when you see me, and I start talking about some of these things, you're gonna.
We got kicked off here.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't
Oh yeah.
see. Everybody's back, right?
Well, the guy who had the buzzing thing stuck in his colon, I think that's an appropriate word because that's exactly where it was. It was inside of him. And I remember I got in trouble
Yeah.
for that because he was being really snotty to us and everything. And I asked him, I said, what do you want us to do about it? Remove it or change the batteries? I want to talk to your supervisor. He's on the way. So,
Oh my gosh. You want us to remove it or change the
Change it.
battery?
yeah, it's, yeah. Here's one that I can tell that just, you'll sit there and go, no. So, one night in the wee hours of the morning, we got called out and walked up to this house, and the guy, and I'll give you his gender. The guy was like, "Oh wow, they did some work on
Oh,
that."
that's your. Oh, look at his mouth.
That's
He's showing
yeah,
us his teeth. He had surgery?
yeah. That's what he was saying earlier.
Oh. That's why he's having. Okay, that's why he's talking with Okay, I get you now. I get you.
Oh, let's see. What lie was I telling?
What lie was I telling him?
Oh,
Oh, he said he
remember
was going to get another phone. Okay.
Or I thought I remembered. But that's what you get for smoking this stuff.
No, and I was like, we all got kicked off here too for a minute. Did you guys notice that? I left the chat for a bit. Everybody left.
Yeah, yeah. Kenny and I was the only one here. I told him he was in charge. I ain't gonna be in charge of nothing.
No, because mine actually, I got kicked out of my thing, so I had to come back. It's just so
Yeah, we
uncomfortable.
noticed.
You guys said my bed was comfortable, but it's not. I need one of those things that you lean on, you know? No, go. Oh.
I remember
yeah.
the call I was going to tell y'all about. So we walked in this guy's house and he was complaining about having black stuff in his ears. It was like black stuff in your ears. And when you looked into his ears, he had like this black wax in his ear. And as you start interviewing and talking, what's been going on, so forth and so on. Well, my ears have been itching me really bad. So apparently he's got allergies. So instead of getting some over-the-counter antihistamine or going to see a doctor or something, he decided to take his girlfriend's mascara brush and scratch his ears. Stick her mascara brush in his ears. And that's how he got the black stuff in his ears. That's how he got the black. Yeah. So he called us out to figure that out. So it
maybe
was
probably,
oh, this guy gets better. It was maybe 6 months later, but we got called there again. Wee hours of the morning. His abdomen's distended. He's got bad abdominal pain. He's thinking he's having an appendicitis and a bunch of other stuff.
Remember, Fairy Dust, he never did go. He never did go live.
And remember, this is the guy who stuck his girlfriend's mascara brushes in his ears to scratch them and didn't know where the black stuff in his ears came from. Okay. So it turned out 3 days prior, the man had diarrhea. So he didn't have any Imodium or anything, and he didn't want to go. He didn't have any way to get to the drugstore or anything. So he took one of his girlfriend's tampons and inserted it into his sphincter to cork his diarrhea up. Okay.
Oh my God, he had all the
So that night he calls us 2 or 3 days later because the string is broke and he can't get it out. And he's got poo backed up in his belly and wanting us to do something about it. I'm like, you can go to the hospital. They'll do surgery and remove your cork from your butt. But, you know, so yeah, that was the same person. Put a tampon in his butt.
He's cracking up.
Yeah. So you won't talk
And his
about silly
diarrhea
stuff.
didn't blow the pam. And his diarrhea didn't blow the damn.
Yeah. And when he went to pull the tampon out, the string broke. I was like, how many days did you leave it in there? And he goes, well, today is when it broke, and I decided to see how long I could wait, and I just can't wait until morning. I'm like,
oh, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Hey, Cajun Cat King.
Hey, Cajun's here.
I could
Oh, that was
yes.
killer.
She's getting ready to take a drink, and then she just it's so cute.
You saw that? I almost spit it out all over you guys.
Yeah, it's there was so much.
You know, some
bizarre
people
stuff.
are born with a couple bricks short of a house.
Oh, you ain't kidding it. There's saran wraps flapping in the wind. It's not even wrapped. Yeah.
Oh, my belly hurts. My sacral chakra hurts.
But yeah, it's
getting activated. Laughing activates it.
I remember one time we were pulling on scene of a structure fire, and one of the guys had to get out of the back of the engine to go pull the hose off of it and wrap it around the hydrant and let the truck pull off, and then they hook it to the hydrant and supplied water. Well, he got off the truck and he wrapped the hydrant, and this drunk guy who was laying in a ditch in the weeds come up and attacked him. We're like, what? And I mean, here's this house burning and four firefighters out there wrestling this drunk guy down to the ground with his house burns down. It's like, dude. Nuts.
Yeah, that's funny. Hello, Cajun. How you doing tonight? Sorry, this chat keeps jumping. Trying to click on things, and then it doesn't let me.
Flashback to what my niece and her stories. Oh yeah.
It's something.
I had a poor girl one time. She got struck by lightning. Feel really bad for her. But when I got there, she was conscious, jumping around, and she was grabbing her eyes and her nose and her breast and grabbing down there, and she's grabbing, and I mean just continually grabbing her eyes and her nose and her mouth and her breast and down there. And I'm like, and I looked and I'm like, So I reached up with my gloved hands, and those barbells that she had pierced through her eyes and her nose and her tongue and through here and down there was burning. So I had to take those barbells out. She was, You want your piercings back? You got some burns. Yeah.
So I was gonna show you my kitten. She just went and jumped Tigger over there. Since I have my legs were really swollen, I'm gonna show you guys something. My legs are really swollen. And so I put myself one of those little bins underneath my desk there to put my legs on. Or my blankets on there. Well, anyways, the cats were there. Tiggy's sleeping on there. I'm gonna show you guys. And then the kitten went and like beat him up. Like she just like went and, oops, I did it wrong again. She just goes and like she like jumps on him.
I got a piggy. His name's Samson. He's about 180 to 200 pounds St. Bernard. He's about the size of a pig.
Yeah, you got that St. Bernard. Yeah, there's my doggy. See, there's my dog. She's right there, too. Oh, camera's out. There she is. She's always right there. And then
Into
there's
a what?
Tiggy. There's the
Vacuum
cat.
cleaner? Yeah, I've seen that done.
That's Shelby. She likes to
Spe-
climb on me.
Oh, look at the pretty puppy. Oh.
Yeah, that's her. That's her. Look at her tail going.
Well, let's take
Wait,
this
it's your turn.
conversation back to mountain oysters and lamb fries. I seen a guy cut his fries out. No joke. Guy had cut his oysters out,
Ouch!
threw them onto a frying pan in the stove, and passed out from the bleeding. Luckily, I had a
Oh my
paramedic
gosh.
student. Luckily, I had a
Ouch.
paramedic
There's
student
Tiggy.
that night, and I told him, I said, "There's a lot of bleeding coming from his crotch. Here, you hold. Here's a dressing. You hold direct pressure on that. We'll take care of the rest."
Ow. Oh,
So
Lord.
I made that student hold direct pressure on this guy's junk where he's bleeding from. But no joke. Make the story short. He was a psych patient who stopped taking his meds, and the voices told him to cut his mountain oysters out, and
Oh,
we transported him to the hospital. And on the way to the hospital, he woke up, and he sat straight up, and I'm not kidding you. He goes, "My nuts!"
my
We're like,
nuts.
"You're what?" And he told us, that's when he told us he cut them out, pulled them out, cut them off. And he said, and I threw them on the frying pan that's on the stove. And I said, and I mean, I didn't say this, but my thought was, were you planning on cooking those things? What were you doing?
Oh,
But
God.
anyway, we had to call back because there was law enforcement was still on scene. And we told him, says, look, there's a body part on the stove and a frying pan. You know, make sure you use gloves, pick it up, put in the plastic bag, wrap a cloth around the bag, and put it on ice and transport it to the hospital. So the deputy sheriff
I'm
who
listening.
brought him in, he come walking in and he goes, I got him. I don't know what they are, but here they are. And he was holding that bag up, and there was this guy's mountain oysters in them. And the doctor who was just walked out of that patient's room, I mean, just walked out of that patient's room, looked up and he goes, yep, that's that man's testicles in there. He needs those things back. And that deputy sheriff goes, excuse me, what'd you say these things were? And he told him it's the man's testicles. That poor deputy sheriff turned pale white and passed out, hit the floor. I mean, they're just plop. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get Kenny laughing.
I had a guy, I mean, you get me started now. I had a guy try to overdose on estrogen pills one time, female hormones.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he become very feminine?
Well, I was kind of irritated with him that night, I remember, because he was whining.
He acted like a little bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. He was acting like a little bitch, literally. Oh,
funny.
Kenny, you gotta get him, Kenny. There's a mole.
I gotta wait till it comes up on the YouTube side, though.
All right, but yeah. Which one was this one that I was telling? I know I just got through telling the one about the guy with the estrogen dude.
You guys get to see behind the scenes of my reading area.
So I asked the guy, I said, man, what do you want me to do? I can stop at Walmart on the way in and get you a training bra, but if you don't want us to pump your stomach or anything, you're going to have a nice set of boobs and you're going to need to go ahead and start training those things. And I mean, he got mad at me about it, but we got into the hospital and he was laying in the stretcher all doubled over into a ball. And the doc asked me, he goes, what's going on? I said, he's got having his first Menses cycle. And the doctor goes, excuse me? And I handed him the empty bottle of estrogen.
Dust.
And I handed him the empty bottle of estrogen. And the doctor looked at me and he goes, he swallowed this? I said, every one. It was a brand new bottle, all 30. And he goes, Doc goes, you need to go across the street to Walmart. They got training bras over there for this kind of person. The same thing I told him. And I mean,
See,
he was
that kitten, I was waiting for the kitten to come back, and the kitten has not come back. That kitten is smart. She likes to play hide and seek, and she's very camera shy. Let me go grab her. I'm gonna go get her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you. She is she's becoming more loving to me. Oh, shit. She's becoming more loving, but she's a female cat. Female cats, they don't like to be like held. They don't like to cuddle. My male cat will cuddle me under like a blanket. Like he'll cuddle with me. And the female cat, no. She will not. She just wants to get away. How do I turn it around again? Camera. Why isn't it?
Then I had the 90-year-old guy. We had to put oven mitts around his hand and tape them on. He couldn't stop playing with his thing. He was 90 years old and he wouldn't stop playing with his. So we took oven mitts and taped them around his hand so he couldn't. What do? I can't play with it no more. Yeah. So yeah, been there, done that. Cass is gone again. There she is. Uh-oh. We even got a purple phone. Oh.
Aw. Oh, there she comes. Look. Oh, as soon as I turn the camera around, there she is. Walking down the hallway. Like, as soon as I turn the camera around, she goes down the hallway. That cat is something else, I'm telling you. She is. She knows exactly. And the only way that she can't help it, here's a kitten. The only way that this kitten can't help but come to me is when I have the little laser light out. She's way too smart. Now she's rubbing my leg. She's walking by me, rubbing my leg. Oh, there's so much work to turn the camera around, and I waited all this time for her to do that. I'm not even going to try because now she's getting on my desk, and she knows she's not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
What happened? Do I have like two things open here? What's going on? Oh, no. Where am I?
You're here in the chat. We can hear you, but we can't see you. You got your camera turned off and turned around, yeah.
Oh, because there's like other windows open that I can't close because it closes all the windows at the same time. There.
Joy, you come up with some
silly things. Let me tell you, in my life, from being in combat to seeing all the crap as a firefighter, paramedic that I've done and seen, man, you got to have a sense of humor. If you can't laugh at that stuff or find those funny moments, you'll be going to the VA like I do now, once every 2 weeks. So, yeah, there was a lot of funny moments, but there was a lot of bad moments as well, I'll say. With being a paramedic,
she's being bad over here.
Same way of being in the Army. There were a lot of funny moments and fun moments, and there were a lot of bad ones. So, one thing I can say
Look
is I'm
where
still
she
here.
is. She's over there on my printer. Being a bad little girl. Hold on, let me grab her. Oh, putting you guys on the floor for a minute.
Hey, Fairy Dust, that is something I never could get into is the Winter Olympics. I never could get into that.
Oh, I got something to
Ah.
show you guys. I got these
This
chips.
is pretty.
What's
You're
pretty,
gonna show
my
us chips,
floor?
and I got the munchies. You're gonna show me
Oh,
chips
and I
on.
just turned my camera off again. My thing is kind of lagging. It's kind of slow. That's why I'm
Yeah.
messing up when I'm trying to do things. Changing the camera
Well,
around.
You're fine. I'll just make jokes about things.
No, go ahead. I was going to tell you about my favorite brand of chips, but I've never tried these ones before until I bought them the other day, but I don't like Chipotle. Why isn't it just going back? Here. Okay, we're back. Guess who the company's by? I already ate the other ones that I have, but I love the brand. I love their brand, but I don't like this flavor I got for the first time. So, are we focused yet?
Chipotle and Jack.
Uncle Ray's.
Uncle Ray's, huh?
Uncle Ray's tater chips.
That's
Have
right.
a good night, Van Life Rocks.
Night, Bree. Have a good one, brah.
Good night, y'all. Good night. I hope you're not driving still, Ray. See, there's some chips with your name on it. And these ones are Chipotle, though. I don't like the Chipotle too much, though.
Have you ever heard of Johnny Walker Crisp? They're a chip from the United Kingdom and Ireland. Anyway,
are they the ones with the ruffles or whatever?
no, they're Lay's potato chips is all they are, but they call them Johnny Walker's potato chips, or Johnny Walker. They don't call them potato chips. First of all, potato chips are crisp, so they call them Johnny Walker Crisp. But they got some really unique flavors. Worcestershire potato chips, prawn and cocktail, liver and onions, just to name a few.
Liver and onions.
Oh, that's a lot of flavors. I like my bacon is one. I like
I
this
love
one
some
here
liver
has.
and- I love some
See?
liver and onions. That's some good eating.
So this one is cheese too, but it's Chipotle, Jack
Uh-huh.
Cheese, and the company is
Yeah.
Uncle Ray's. You know the thing about Uncle Ray's chips is that they're really cool. Is that they have a story with them. When you eat a bag of chips, you're supposed to read the chapter on the back of the bag.
Huh.
So there's a chapter on every bag of chips. There's a chapter with a story. With
Yeah.
the story about the company and about the family that had this company.
Huh. Neat. Yeah.
But I'm gonna eat one right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the Chipotle I don't like, or I don't know if it's the cheese, but they've got the red peppers too.
Yeah.
Red peppers.
I got
Put them into your applesauce.
Whoop, there's another one.
William says, put them into your applesauce.
Hey, that'd be good. Dipping them in applesauce. Yeah. I don't have any, but good idea.
Ooh, we.
You know what you could also do with chips? You do a lot of things with chips, but you can crumble them all up. And if you're making, like, let's say you're making like baked chicken, like baked breaded chicken or whatever you want to
Mhm.
call it, coated chicken, you could use chips of your favorite kind of flavor or whatever. You could grind it all up with like a rolling pin or whatever in a bag. And then you dip your chicken in that and you bake it. That would be the most amazing crust, right? It'd be better than KFC style chicken. Or the other good chicken places. That'd be good. Yeah, I better not start talking about food right now.
Well, I'm gonna have to call it quits for the night, folks. I got a
Yeah.
puppy dog. I got a puppy dog. I got to go. Just a routine visit to the vet. Oh, here's your shots. Here's this. Here's that. Okay, all's good. See you. Bye. So yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I
got.
hope the puppies. Yeah,
She.
I don't get that many shots on my animals. I don't like to
Yeah.
really. And like if they were outside a lot, then I might get more like the rabies shots and stuff. But I don't really go. They don't really go out.
Well, when it takes you 20 minutes to get to the nearest store or post office, you kind of need the flea and tick and the Lyme disease and some of those other
And you're
shots.
out in the country. Well, you have a big yard. You have a huge
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah.
I'm in an apartment building. Like, what's gonna happen to my like? What are they gonna get into in my apartment?
All right. So,
But,
all right. Well, I'm gonna crash out here. Y'all take
well,
care.
thank you
Have
for
a great
being
morning.
here.
Yep. Thanks for
It's a
having me
lot of
up.
fun hanging out with you. You brought a lot of humor to the chat, and I thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for entertaining and letting me tell my stories, my humorous stories, and everything.
Yeah.
So, like,
Troy,
yeah,
I look forward to getting to meet you in person, brother.
I'm looking forward to get to see you too, Kenneth. And it's ticking down and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll talk next week and get you set up on
Yeah,
your
because I like to
pre-boarding
get that.
stuff.
I'd like to, because I don't want to go through all that mess again.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But we'll get it set up next week and get you taken care of. All right.
Like I said many times, they may have got me the first time, but they ain't gonna get me the second time.
That's right.
Yeah, don't say just before you even try. You're not pulling my pants down.
If you want something really bad to do, I can suggest that you go buy some chocolate pudding before you go to the airport. And before you go through the TSA screening, is go put that chocolate pudding down in your underwear. Open it and just put it down in your underwear. And when they sit there and they start saying, "Well, take your belt off and your suspenders," you're going, "Well, uh-oh, I got a problem." And then when they come down, there's all the chocolate pudding and everything else.
well, I would. But I don't have any underwear on.
Wow, that's gonna
Make
be
sure you bring a second pair of underwear.
He's gonna need a second pair of pants because that's gonna get messy. They're gonna see the chocolate pudding all over the place. Reach your hand back there and cup it up and just sling it. Say, "Here, get some."
You might put him in for all poor Kenny. You might put him in jail or something.
Yeah, they would. Don't do that. It's just all in good humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember he said he was giving you a bad idea? Remember that first part?
That's something I do not wear. So
Yep.
That was one of the reasons why I told him. I said, "You don't want me to pull his pants off."
Ah. So now we know it's Commando Kenny.
Commando. I'm the same way, Kenny. I cannot be bothered being restricted down there. No, it's just uncomfortable.
Well, see, they every time I tried them, they would always tear me up, and I didn't like the feeling of having to do some arranging. So,
Well, I have a skin condition, and if I wear them, the sides, it makes me break out too. So I wear them as least as I have to too.
Oh,
so I said I ain't gonna do this no
Awesome.
more. So
yeah.
that was one of the reasons. That was one of the reasons why I told him. I said, "No, you don't want me to pull. You don't want me to pull these belts off."
Naj and Fairy are laughing, and Naj says, throwing, yeah, you might be get thrown and get arrested.
But I'm being very honest with you. Yeah, that's I've done that for years now.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Save yourself money too.
Yeah,
Underwear are expensive.
I used to do Commando when I was younger, but then I got to the point to where I need something that works like a bra somewhere else. So,
gotta hold them in there somehow.
yeah, it's just when you walk around and those lamb fries or mountain oysters start acting like a bell, swinging back and forth, hitting your thighs. It just no.
But yeah, the only thing, like, it would be probably more comfortable for you, Kenny, if you were wearing like the long ones, right? Like full.
Yeah.
Like if it was because of like coldness and stuff, like wear double, like wear like long johns, whatever they call them.
No, I actually just wear sweatpants and that's it.
Those are comfortable too.
When I'm sitting here at home and stuff, and things, and I don't go out and now.
Yeah, jeans are not comfortable. I find they're not comfortable.
But now, when I go out somewhere, if I'm out in public, I'll put on a pair of jeans. But as far as like sweatpants or shorts or anything like that, you will not find me in a pair of sweatpants or anything out in public.
I'm like that with bras. I can't wear them because they break. I break out from them because of the wire. And like mostly, if I do wear something like that, it's a bathing suit top, like it's a bikini top that I wear because I can still wear them. They don't have wire. The wire is what really makes me like have breakout, and like my skin will rip underneath. So I have for time I'm like, am I home? I don't go anywhere or not do anything. I don't wear it. What is that? More.
Did you read the private chat there, Cass?
No, I just saw it.
Let's see what. Troy, did you read the private chat, Troy? He's gone, probably.
Yeah, he's been in battleship. Yeah, I mean he's been in the war.
Did you?
I just read it. Yeah. Well, you're still here. Yeah. See, he's still here.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot. See, I forgot to even smoke my joint. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of this chat too because my phone is charging and it's really uncomfortable to be here sitting here like this on my shoulder.
I got you.
Yeah.
Then drag your dog up and sit on him.
Like
Drag
she's
your
like a
dog up
horsey.
and sit on him. Yeah.
I can't let her like I lean on her. She'll be wanting to lean on me. She likes to lean on me, and then she pushes me down and crawls on top of me and like hugs
I don't
me.
think I said hi to Brene. So, hi Brene.
But yeah, I didn't. I that was one of the reasons why I didn't want at that airport. That's the reason why I said I didn't want, because I didn't want to be seen on camera.
I don't think they're gonna put you on the news nude there, Kenny. I think there's some FCC restrictions to that.
Just record when you go through it, so then you can give us a laugh later.
But,
all right.
This is my experience going through the
Well, I kid you not. I literally I was in. This is a long time ago. I had lost. I had lost my pants out in the Walmart parking lot.
I lost my pants in Walmart parking lot.
Did they just jump off? Did they just fall down and take off on you?
Well, I had a belt on at the time, but they still wound up. It was me getting up in a vehicle. I forget which vehicle I was in at the time, but I was getting up in the vehicle and my pants was falling down, and about as soon as I got in the vehicle, they were done pumped down to my ankles. So, but
Did people come over and help you, or did they laugh? Like
I just that's what I told my dad. I said that this is the last time. From then on, that's when I started wearing suspenders, a belt and suspenders both, and that helps me keep my pants up. So from then on, I wore belt and suspenders both. So yep.
When I was in high school, we used to have a bad prank that we would do to each other, and I mean everybody had it done to them. If you were caught like wearing sweatpants or just like a shorts with a waistband,
Yeah,
stuff, you better not be in a store or out in public anywhere, because if your friends saw you and they could sneak up behind you, your drawers were coming down to your ankles and they were running off. So we used to do that to each other all the time when I was younger. They'd be standing, like one guy we got in a grocery store, he was at the line checking out, and we snuck up behind him and shanked. There he didn't have any underwear on. He was
I can relate to Kenny about like clothes falling off of you. Like when I lost like a rapid weight when I was like going anorexic because I couldn't eat for a while. It was my like eating disorder I had. I couldn't eat, but anyways, I dropped a lot of weight very quickly, and then all of a sudden, all my clothes like weren't fitting me anymore, and I was just like, I just had to like start holding them up literally when I was walking around, literally holding up my pants. I walked into this like store, like secondhand store one time, and I picked out all these like name brand like silver jeans and stuff like that I like, and Bango jeans and stuff like that I like, and I put them in away, and I was like, well, can you keep them until the 20th or whatever? I was getting like, money then or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and the lady's like, no, you can have them, because she felt so bad for me because I was like holding on my pants. And here I'm putting like pants to have a layaway in a thrift store. So she gave me these pants. So I had a whole new wardrobe. And they were all name brand too, because I liked them. And I was like, oh, if I don't ask them to put them away, then by the next time I come back here when I have money, they won't be here.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, look, good night, everyone. I'm out. Or good morning. Guten Morgen. Howdy, Morgan.
Yeah, it's morning here, so.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 4:21.
It's almost.
I'm having one right now, but I'm going to bed too. All right.
All right.
Troy, thank you for hanging out.
Troy, it's been nice laughing with you. William, see you around. Good night, everybody in the chat. I'm going.
Night,
See, I still have to
everyone.
learn how to make everybody pop up and be like on the main screen. I don't know how to do that, so one day I'll do that now.
You click on the on their picture and down there in the basement.
Oh, and then you make them big?
Yeah, it makes if you on that little square in the basement. There,
Okay, on the guests.
Yeah,
You click on them.
you should make them big, make them full screen.
Okay, so I'll do that, and then everybody can say bye. So I'll start with Troy. He wanted to leave, so I'll start with him. Let me see if I can do that. Solid layout. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay,
Auf
Troy, say your piece.
Auf Wiedersehen. See ya.
Auf
Everybody
Wiedersehen.
take care. Have a great morning, and we'll see you in the YouTube world later on today.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Troy.
Thank you, Cass. Had fun, Kenny. William.
Yeah. I did too. Looking forward to meeting you in person, brother.
Yep. All right.
All right, Kenneth.
Bye. See y'all on the next one. See you around the YouTube streets sometime today.
Thank you, Kenny.
And hopefully I'll figure out that power steering like sometime today.
Sorry, Kenny. Keep on going.
All right, I'm good.
Keep on going. So you were saying about your power steering?
Yeah, hopefully I can find that leak out sometime today, because I need to try to see if I can locate it. So, yeah.
I hope you find it.
Yeah,
Thank you for being here.
I sprayed that brake cleaner on there, sprayed it on there, so it should be evaporated. It's been on there for over a 24-hour period, so I sprayed it Wednesday, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you for being here again, Kenny, and awesome. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, bye.
God bless. Bye. And then it's me. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night and a good morning. See y'all next time. Bye now.